Yes, 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 yes. Yes, we back in the building with another podcast, and this is that Raw Dope Podcast vlog. When I just tap in with the fan base, just kick it with everybody, and just, you know what I mean, say what's on my mind. And man, today, man, I got a little good show for y'all today, man. Make sure you hit that notification button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. Share this video tonight. I need to get back in the algorithm tonight, bro. Videos been low, bro. I don't know who they think they playing with, but they playing, bro. They playing. So who playing this Monday night game? Anybody know when the Monday night game? Putting the game on right now. NFL. Putting the game on right now. You're not going to hear it, but I'm gonna have to, yeah. You ain't gonna hear it, but I'm gonna have to hear it. You feel me? You know, the NFL don't play like that. So yeah, let me turn that down. But yes, we back in the building with another podcast, man. And hey, listen, man, they got my man. And anybody that know me, man, I had to jump on this joint because they playing with my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? When I see my man Hova, when I see Jay-Z in the limelight or see Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, in the vlogs for something, man, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. If you know me, I don't like it. You know what I mean? My man Jay-Z. You know what I mean? I think Jay-Z's a good decision maker. I think he's a wonderful businessman. On top of that, you know, top 10 rappers that ever touched the microphone would be my man King Hovey. So Hovey is my guy. You get what I'm saying? Know a lot of dudes watching the game, but I got a YouTube. The game don't pay me, YouTube do. But I could do them at both at the same time. Monday Night Football, put this shit on. But yeah, man. So Jay-Z, man, he's under fire right now. Everybody's talking about Jay-Z, 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 and Jay-Z ain't. Jay-Z ain't. Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. And you got Kendrick Lamar headlining the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And a lot of people just not, you know what I mean? A lot of people got something to say about that. You feel what I'm saying? They feel like Lil Wayne being cheated. You know what I mean? I guess you don't get paid for the Super Bowl, so it's not like he's missing that money, but just that love and that support and the legacy of Lil Wayne. He felt like, you know, he should be one of them people to step on stage. But like Fabulous said earlier, I truly believe and wholeheartedly believe that Jay-Z ain't, I don't believe it was just a Jay-Z decision. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was a round table decision. And a round table decision is like dudes sitting right there and you know what I'm saying? They all come up with a decision. And that NFL circle is vicious. And you know, Kendrick Lamar is doing a great thing with the music. Kendrick Lamar is doing a wonderful thing with the music. And you know, Kendrick Lamar is a great artist. He's not one of my favorite artists per se, but he's an artist that I respect. And you know, certain shit that he put out there and certain music he put out there, I listen to. But I'm not a humongous, you know, Kendrick Lamar fan. But I am a fan of his art, and I do think the boy can spit. One of my favorite verses he did was on Power Circle with Rick Ross when he first came out, and Good Kid, Mad City. I thought that was a good project. I thought all his singles was creative. I just thought he was a different type of artist from day one. You get what I'm saying? So I have a lot of love and respect, you know what I'm saying, for Kendrick Lamar. Point blank period. A lot of love and respect for Kendrick Lamar, but he's not, you know, he's not the artist that I'm popping in every time that I'm popping in. You know what I'm saying? He's not an artist that's in he's in my playlist, but you got to get through a lot of songs before the Kendrick will pop up, but there's a lot of songs that'll go through there. But Power Circle is one of the songs that's in my top 100 songs in my playlist. So you'll definitely hear Kendrick, but like just going crazy with a lot of his music, nah. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a big Kendrick fanatic. I like the Schoolboy Q. You know, they kind of came out like the same time and was on like the same team. So, but I kind of like, you know, gravitated to Schoolboy Q, the oxymoron, that joint, you know what I'm saying? That was my shit, you know, in the studio trying to get to you. You know what I mean? Schoolboy Q was my guy. But I don't think Jay-Z decision about this Super Bowl and putting Kendrick up there was a bad decision. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think it was a bad decision, but I don't think that Lil Wayne is gonna be. I don't think Lil Wayne is gonna be X out of the Super Bowl performance. It will only be right to have Wayne have a cameo. So, but Wayne feel like it's my city. I should be the headline, and I get it. But you know, the politics and the business is bigger than Wayne. You get what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the politics and the business is bigger than Wayne. It's just under the scrutiny with Wayne. It's nothing. You get what I'm saying? It's nothing without Wayne. So I just feel like, you know, Jay-Z didn't make that decision by himself, and everybody shouldn't be so hard on Hove. And if you know Hove, you know Hove got a respect for the culture. And also, Lil Wayne is Jay-Z, Lil Man. You get what I'm saying? Hove fuck with, you know what I'm saying, everybody for real. And Wayne is, you know, I'm quite sure Wayne is one of his favorites. They did music together. They worked together. So at the end of the day, I don't think that he doesn't have Wayne's best interest. I don't think he doesn't. Jay-Z does not have Lil Wayne best interest at heart, but at the end of the day, this decision was kind of over Jay-Z head, I truly believe. But I truly believe in my heart, because Jay-Z is at the round table and he's at them offices, and Kendrick Lamar is the type of individual and the type of artist that he is, I think Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne gonna get some rhythm. I think he's not going to be the only one to get some rhythm. You know what I'm saying? That whole Hot Boys, Master P, you know, Master P got his part in it. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be Kendrick Lamar has the biggest record in the world. All jokes aside, he has the biggest record in the world right now. Just a single, per se, just single. And that They Not Like Us is a universal stamp. And what he can do with that song, like I said last night, what he can do with that song, I think he can do great things with that song. Straight up and down. I'm not even going to hold you up. He can do great things with that song. And with that song, They Not Like Us, he could bring a lot of people out there. You get what I'm saying? And Nicki Minaj went crazy, getting at my man Hove, saying his hatred for her and Drake is, you know what I mean, got him, you know, hating Lil Wayne. I thought that was crazy. I don't believe that, Nicki. I don't believe that. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe that. Jay-Z is just not like, I don't know how. I know he's a part of that board, but I know he doesn't, he makes, I know his decision is really, I know his input in there is really big, but he doesn't have the final say so by himself. I think it's a whole team effort that fell away. And you know what I'm saying? And the majority rule, but like I said, I don't think Jay-Z, being Jay-Z, is going to leave New Orleans and Lil Wayne out of this situation. But Wayne just couldn't be the headliner. You get what I'm saying? And also, Wayne and them will get to make tons of money. You know, Super Bowl weekend, they'll get to throw a whole bunch of events, a whole bunch of parties. So it's like, it's a big bag to be made. But I guess them dudes want that Super Bowl action. That will be huge for them. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. They got the Hot Boy reunion at Louisiana Festival in New Orleans coming up. So that would be then the Super Bowl in February. That would just be too much. But I don't know, man, what y'all think in the comments, but I just think Jay-Z, you know, he made a global decision, you know, along with the people that was helping to make that decision, and I don't think it was a bad decision. You know what I mean? I don't think it was a bad decision to put Kendrick Lamar on the joint. If you want to speak the way, you know, Jay-Z comment about it, and what he said makes sense when you think of it that way. But culture-wise, you know what I mean? I think the boy Wayne, I think it should have been P and Cash Money. You know, their thing, that's New Orleans, that's their backyard. You know what I mean? So I thought personally, you know, me personally, I think Wayne or Juvenile or P and them should have got that. You get what I'm saying? That's my personal thoughts. But I'm not knocking the decision that was made, because They Not Like Us is going to be a huge song. It's like the hip hop version of We Are the World type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the hip hop version of We Are the World. You know what I'm saying? That's just how impactful that song is on the hip hop community. So playing it at the Super Bowl, you know, depending on who's winning at the halftime. Yeah. And, you know, New Orleans been through, you know, the Hurricane Katrinas and, you know, the ups and downs and the poverties, and they not like us. The New Orleans is not a place like a lot of places on earth. So it's like, it's a whole big campaign. But I really believe in my heart that they're going to bring Wayne and them out. And if they don't bring Wayne and them out, we should be fucked up about that. If they don't bring Wayne and them out, that's crazy, ho. You know what I mean? Anybody tell you, Kenny and them will tell you, I don't go against Jay-Z, I don't go against my man Kanye, I don't go against a few people that I really like. I like who I like, Doug, but I just don't believe in Jay-Z's heart that he's leaving Wayne out of there, but they left him out of the forefront. And a lot of people is taking that personal. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people feel like Wayne put it down for the hip hop community. Wayne legacy. Wayne's a diamond artist. Wayne got all of the qualifications to headline that Super Bowl in his home state. Yes, but everybody that's in part of the circle to make that decision doesn't agree with that. And Kendrick Lamar is just a better pick. You get what I'm saying? That they think. Me, personally, I think Kendrick was I'm not mad. Me, just, you know what I mean, just a person that's just going to be watching the Super Bowl. I'm not mad that Kendrick's doing a halftime show. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. It's nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? He's got that type of career. He's going to kill on the Grammys. He's going to kill in all the awards. He's going to kill in every category. He is on his run. It's his turn right now. So to get that is just the ultimate. That's a big ass kickoff for 2025. What is ahead for him in 2025? So, but I think that he fucks with Wayne, and I think that Wayne's been getting money way before him. Wayne been in the business a long time. And, you know, Master P been in the business a long time. Juvenile, Manny Fresh. It's a few good people. You know, a lot of rich heritage is in New Orleans. It's a lot of rich things going on in New Orleans. So I just kind of hope, like, if you go to California, when they did it in California, they had a whole California vibe with Dre. He brought out Snoopy, brought out N. I think he brought out Kendrick Lamar. He brought out all these people. You felt that California feel. When Dre came out, you felt that he didn't take you nowhere else. You know what I mean? Then you got the New York thing in there because 50 was a part of that great dynasty over in Aftermath. So, but you got a feeling of California and all of their guests. So, and I feel like any state, if the Super Bowl is held in Baltimore one year, you know, even though I don't know when the opportunity presents itself, but shit, we got people that the world should see in Baltimore right now. You know, I would say they have to bring out Mario, Drew Hill. You have to bring out a few people. You know what I'm saying? If they was to come here. So at the end of the day, I'm with the people in New Orleans and with everybody that's saying that Wayne should have got the job, but the person that got the job, it wasn't a bad decision. So the person with the job, to shut everybody's mouth and show that they not like us and that he stands this way, he will create his show around those guys, because this is not his first time on a Super Bowl stage, but he's headlining it. So I think it's going to be a big thing for culture. I think New Orleans going to show up. I think it's going to be an excellent Super Bowl, and I can't wait to see the halftime, even though that's far-fetched away, 20-some weeks away. But for the big dance is in February. Man, we're going to be up for a legendary performance, you know, and they had some big performances already. So, you know what I mean? I can't wait to see it. I just can't wait to see it, bro. I can't wait to see it. I want to know what they're going to do and how they're going to do this. And the fire, it's just, you know, they just announcing who's going to headline the Super Bowl. That's a good thing. But the fire of it ain't start yet. The season just started. People will be talking about it the whole season. But when the time comes, that's when, you know, it's going to drive the internet crazy. That's when emotions going to flare. But if the right thing is done, you know what I mean? I feel like if Wayne and them come out on stage, they're going to be honored, and their people is going to be there to cheer them on. A lot of the people, a lot of their, you know, core fans from New Orleans won't even be in the Super Bowl. They'll be watching it outside the Super Bowl. But just to see them boys come from New Orleans and to be on that Super Bowl stage is huge, bro. I can understand how people feel. I can understand what everybody's saying, but just know, you know, Wayne Barlow, what's good? Share this video for me. What you gotta realize was really good to Wayne and them is that it's their hometown, bro. It's everything they represent, bro. It's like going through Hurricane Katrina, losing everything, the violence, the poverty, and everything that goes on in New Orleans. But to have New Orleans own come out there and represent New Orleans at that halftime show with those millions and hundreds of thousands of people that's going to be down there cheering for the Super Bowl, bro, is very, very humongous for the city of New Orleans, bro. And I feel them. I feel the pain. And again, like I said in the same note, I'm saying I'm not mad just as an NFL fan, as a person that likes to watch the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm not personally disappointed in Kendrick Lamar being the guy that's headlining the Super Bowl. And I think it's fucked up that Wayne, that I think it's fucked up that Wayne and none of those, big New Orleans names, you know what I mean, it's headlining it. But I also recognize that, Jay-Z didn't have the final say-so in it. I wasn't there, so I don't know. So this just is my own opinion. Nothing. This is my own opinion. I just think that, I think Wayne was definitely mentioned. People were talking, but one thing about this business that I say, even in this podcast and shit and vlogging and shit, you gotta stay consistent, man. I'm not saying Wayne ain't consistent and Wayne ain't the hit maker, but you gotta stay consistent. And you know what I mean? If we were talking about today, just today, Kendrick Lamar on fire. You know what I mean? Just today, Kendrick Lamar's on fire. But you can't go wrong with Wayne at all. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with Wayne at all. But Kendrick Lamar is just, he here now. It's the now, and you can understand why. You can see why. You know what I'm saying? He crucified one of the biggest rappers in the game, and that's Drake. And Drake is a part of that Young Money team and Cash Money team. And then he's going in New Orleans, which Drake's not from New Orleans, but he's definitely is an ambassador, you know what I mean, for New Orleans, and he definitely fucked with the GOATs in New Orleans and got put on by the GOATs in New Orleans. So I don't know how that's gonna pan out. And They Not Like Us will be sung at the Super Bowl. So you know how that's looking for Wayne. You know, my man, I'm coming out here on the stage with a nigga that's gonna sing the diss record that kind of like got my man punch drunk, one of my biggest artists punch drunk. So this is weird. You know what I mean? People ain't even looking at that. This is weird. You get what I'm saying? This is it gets, the more and more you think about this situation, this gets weird as fuck. You get what I'm saying? They didn't have nothing to do with the Super Bowl being in New Orleans. You know, the Super Bowl got to be somewhere where it's hot. They had a Superdome in New Orleans. So people going to be in the Superdome, enjoying themselves. Whether it's a storm out there or not, it's going to be on good field terms. And, Wayne wanted. And then Keeping It G was saying, like, Wayne said a lot of ignorant stuff in his career in his interviews, but that's what's coked up, Molly up, screwed up Wayne. You feel what I'm saying? Wayne get high as shit and get to talking out the side of his head. You get what I'm saying? But one thing I did understand when I was watching Keeping It Jews, Wayne just said, when he got shot, when he shot himself, he said a white cop saved his life. So I understood his standpoint when he said, that part about, he doesn't see racism. Then when he goes out to his shows, because he's an international show, he sees all creeds, colors, shapes, sizes. So he's never tripping off of that shit. I understood that. I don't think that he was saying he's overlooking police brutality and certain shit that happened in the community and certain shit that happened in the streets. His father, was a victim of gun violence. So Wayne definitely can't be the type that, is against it. But, some people just get so far in their bag and just so far in their head and just get above themselves that they say anything on cameras. And we've been realizing that shit for years. And it doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make it justifiable at all. It's just that, man, come on, bro. He ain't the first motherfucker we say some stupid, outrageous shit on camera. But overall, like I said, man, the Super Bowl gonna be a blast, and Kendrick Lamar, man, he worked for that headline, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like he was quiet for a while, and that shit just woke him up. And the world is going crazy. Not just California, not just the United States. That boy dropped that fucking global song. I remember when he dropped it, bro. It was out. I listened to it. I was up late night. I called Kenny. I called Kenny. Kenny bear witness to this, and I said, Kenny, that boy got one. They said, I think he crushed him with this. And that was my take on that. But I thought he crushed him on a rap tip. I didn't know the song would just go crazy like that. You get what I'm saying? I said, yo, I didn't know that song was going crazy like that. And that fucking song, I mean, he got hits. Don't get it fucked up. When he come out on that stage, he's going to play some of those legendary hits and get the crowd going. But when that They Not Like Us drop, he's going to have 1 million people plus 30. The Super Bowl gets 30, 40 million viewers. He going to have all of them saying, fuck Drake. I heard you like him young. Come and walk up to the cell block 1. So how that would be, because if Wayne headlined the Super Bowl, he will bring Nicki, Drake, Tiger, I'm guessing, you know what I mean? Wayne a little selfish motherfucker sometimes, so you never know. But like I said, don't beat my man Jay-Z up because Jay-Z, you know what I mean? He the head of the board, bro. He ain't the head of the board by himself, bro. You know black men get in position and power and don't have all the power. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. Black man get in position and it look good, but they don't have all the power, bro. That's just how it is. And Jay-Z a cocky motherfucker, so he's not walking in no position of being boss. And in any position he gonna have his way and get the justice way. But I just think in this situation, it was just all a decision in the office that they went with what makes sense and what Kendrick does as the headline and what these choreographers and shit do to put it together. I think it was in the office to incorporate them boys in it, whatever way that he can and how he can. And by the Super Bowl being New Orleans, I know Drake gonna come. I know Drake gonna come. And it ain't like nothing's gonna happen to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is a fucking super astronaut star, so security will be extra tight. And he's performing at the Super Bowl, so yeah. So yeah, man, that's just what I'm talking about with that. And Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people speaking up about that. Wayne saying he respected, he ain't really tripping about that. But you know how it is, yo. It's not like Jay-Z throwing this. It's the Jay-Z Super Bowl in New Orleans, and it's just him, and he has the only decision to make. And you know what I mean? Nobody has to go through him. He has the final say-so. I don't think it's that case. And if Jay-Z had the final say-so, with the love and respect that he got for Weezy, he might have still just picked Kendrick because he's thinking of, you know, record-breaking numbers at the moment. Not like Wayne wouldn't put up the numbers, but will he put up record-breaking numbers? You know what I mean? That's what the Super Bowl halftime is all about, record-breaking numbers. You know what I mean? Breaking the numbers from last year with the commercials, ads, just outdoing the way they did it last year, or outdoing anything they think coming before that. They just want to outdo it. So, you know what I mean? It's a big event, bro. It's a big event for anybody I seen do it. Like with Dre and Snoop and them, like, this shit gets bigger and bigger, and Dre put everybody in there. You didn't know what Dre was going to come. Well, if you knew Dre was doing it, then you knew that he was going to bring out the Aftermath boys. You know what I mean? And it's like Kendrick's doing it. What is he going to do? He's in New Orleans. It was just in California. So it's like, man, that's a sticky situation to get put in. You get what I'm saying? It's a sticky situation to get put in. But, you know, Kung Fu Kenny, he up for the challenge, bro. And I believe in him. Like, real shit, I believe in him. Kung Fu Kenny up for the challenge. So now, man, you know, yo, then on top of that, bro, New Orleans made them niggas look like some shit. They got that. New Orleans got that news and beat the shit out of Carolina. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Everybody know. I watch the recaps. You know what I mean? But that's what I gotta say about that. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think, you know, I don't know, bro. I think Wayne should just be a part of it. But if Wayne don't, like, kind of like be a part of it, like, he could, I guess, man, I'm different because I ain't been a millionaire all them years like them niggas and going crazy about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Baltimore. Plenty of motherfuckers come here and do shit and don't involve the locals. You know what I'm saying? That's just how shit goes, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is a big thing, and I think that this thing is gonna go, man. It's fresh news now, but this is that news that people are reporting on, and then later on down the line we gonna report it again. You get what I'm saying? This is that type of news, like this that type of news that in October it's gonna get bigger, it's gonna get controversy. You know what I mean? It might could spark something. You never know where this is gonna go because this is just new to everybody, and then leading up to that day of it. And then Master P supposed to have something in it, playing a part in it. So, I think they involving the people of New Orleans in it, but they want that stage, man, and I can't blame them. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, you know what I mean? When you don't know, you know what I mean? I can't even say that like you don't know nobody in the office. You know what I mean? I don't know. Jay-Z and Birdman ain't really been the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? I could go through a whole bunch of theories of my opinion, why I think, but I just overall think it was just a office decision to just happen. You know what I mean? I don't think it was about New Orleans or the people of New Orleans. I just think it was a decision that they think is best for the entertainment of the Super Bowl, and that will be held in New Orleans in February. That's just what I truly think, and it was just a controversy thing they knew when they put it out there, and it's something for people to talk about. But again, like I said, I would have loved to see Wayne and them do it. That would just like for the culture, just black people, period, and just the hip hop head, period, no matter what color. That would have been dope as fuck. But like I said, you're not for us who grew up, with Wayne, you know what I'm saying, through Wayne's career, it's a big thing for us. But then it's like a lot of people that grew up with Kendrick career, I think they kind of like sort of share the same fan base. Wayne and Kendrick kind of share like the same fan base ultimately. You get what I'm saying? They do. You know what I'm saying? They lyrical motherfuckers. They rapping motherfuckers. They're very creative, talented artists. And they have made history in this music business early on. And they still, Kendrick is at his third win. You know what I mean? And Wayne is just at that legendary GOAT status where he can do whatever he want to do. But I still think it's politics with music with Wayne because he just ain't dropped that'll have you going crazy in a while. So that could have been a part of it. But you know what I'm saying? It's hit maker Wayne, so he got him for days to go crazy. But they have plenty of concert pavilions and plenty of places you can have things at. The Hornet Stadium, you get what I'm saying? So I think Super Bowl for Wayne and them, I think they should just throw a legendary New Orleans show. You know what I mean? I think people are going to be at the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl ends a certain time. Sunday is pretty much the last day, but they should just have something epic. I think them boys should put their heads together and have something epic because it's still a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, to be made down there. Once you know you can't get what you want or fit in these people's schedule the way that you want, they want you to fit in their schedule, I still feel like you got hope and you can just do your own thing. Me, that's how I think, like, fucking, they ain't got me headlining the Super Bowl. I ain't even going to that shit, but I'm going to throw the biggest fucking Super Bowl party to charge people $500 to get in. That type shit. You get what I'm saying? So he put Wayne on the fly, and his Super Bowl party is going to be wrapped around the corner. He can charge whatever to get in. So you could just turn that into a bad day, a bag day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that he can do. You know what I'm saying? He could drop an album on that day and do the album release party. It's a lot of things you could work that. But I know ultimately if I was him, you know what I mean? If you was him just watching this, you will want to headline your state, especially if you put in the work and your legacy is like Lil Wayne. You get what I'm saying? And everybody's talking Lil Wayne, this, Lil Wayne. I feel like Juvenile, Mandy Fresh, Master P. I would have liked to see a No Limit and Cash Money halftime show, like unifying them together. I would like to see that shit, bro. I would just truly like to see that No Limit Cash Money shit, bro. I would like to see that. I would, man. That would be great. And I think if somebody in Ed Camp need to swing that idea, maybe y'all need to just make history for New Orleans, do something that never been done. Cash Money and No Limit. performing. You get what I'm saying? That shit would just be, I think they would get the basketball arena and pack that bitch. People will come to see and put just, I would like to just see them and then just put other people from New Orleans that's hot and you know what I mean, just that got things going on, put them on the flyer too and just create this big boom and it's this masterpiece and this moment down there at Super Bowl Sunday, down there, Super Bowl weekend, because y'all got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Everybody gonna be in town, so man, y'all should just make that magical. You get what I'm saying? The boys should put their head together because like the head song is They Not Like Us. That's the head song. You know what I mean? Even though it's a diss record to one of the biggest artists that Cash Money, Young Money put out there, Young Money per se. But hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Dre stuck his mouth in them boys' stuff. And, he got handled the way he should have got handled. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against that. I like Drake music. I like the guy. The guy's hot. He's a hit maker, but he not like us. He can't stand up. But I ain't gonna talk about that. Y'all already know Kendrick Lamar hitting the Super Bowl. I know that Lil Wayne and some of them New Orleans boys are gonna perform or gonna get on that stage. If not, that is truly fucked up. But like I said again, I'm not disappointed that Kendrick's gonna be on that stage. I'm not disappointed at all, but I would have loved to see Wayne and the boys come out there. I would have, bro. I would have loved that. So either way, we're going to get a good show, and I still think that we going to get Wayne. I still think we're going to get Wayne. We're going to get that New Orleans sound out there, man. I might go down New Orleans, man. I might book my hotel room and shit up now. You want to get on top of that shit now for Super Bowl weekend and go down there and vlog and see some of the parties, eat some food, catch the game in one of the bars or something. Feel me? I ain't one of them ignorant people to say if it ain't my team, I don't watch it. I watch it. I'm watching a bunch of teams right now. You feel me? That ain't my team, but I like it. So this is what I want to say. This was something that I was on live. I'm not gonna hold y'all up now. I'm just trying to get back in the algorithm. Numbers are low. I've just been going through, putting the shit back together. But one thing that I want to say though, overall, is that Baltimore and the DMV top 10. That's what I want to know a lot. Baltimore is a part of the DMV. But I had to put in the caption DMV and Baltimore top 10. Just for it. Who do y'all think is the top 10 artists coming out of this region, to be honest? Who do y'all think is the top 10 artists? I think it's a few artists. You know what I mean? I think two of the artists is in the DMV that got a strong hold. And I think that could really, really take it beyond the DMV and take it beyond the District of Columbia. I really do like that kid Threats. It definitely Threats makes, he makes drill music and he's into a lot, but he's young. You get what I'm saying? And what age and development, if he doesn't really self-destruct, you know what I'm saying, get control, I think he'll have a big impact. That kid, No Savage, he's hot as a motherfucker too. He's locked up too, you know what I'm saying? He makes really great music. Young E-Class, my man, he makes really great music. Young Jose, he makes really great music. Killer KRG, he makes good music. Light Show, he makes good music. And then when you get over here, you got your legends like Wale and Fat Trail. You get what I'm saying? That's the image. Name 10 of them for you. You got Shy Glizzy, got them. Then you come over here to Baltimore. You got, of course, YG Tech. Of course, OTR Chaz. Of course, NASG Chaz. Of course, Money Jake. Of course, Young Moose. Of course, the Roddy Racks. Of course, TMZ the Don. Of course, we got Take. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got Pyrex whipping it. You get what I'm saying? You have a lot of artists and Gangsta Baby, T Savage, Bella, CZ Baby, Trinata, Krishan Rock Sister. You have a lot of female artists. So when I say like, damn, how can you pick the top 10 in the DMV? It's a real tricky question. It should be top 20 or top 15, but it's a real tricky question because it's like, yo, you gotta really get down to the music. You gotta get down to the streams. You gotta get down to the sales. You gotta get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? We know we would have to say that Wale, you know what I'm saying, as far as like hip hop, like we say as far as hip hop, what up? As far as hip hop, would we say that Wale will be the top selling hip hop artist from the DMV? Hey, yo, share this live for me, G. Will we say Wale will be the top artist in the DMV? You know what I mean? Real shit. Because the DMV still, you know, I think still has like Pusha. Thank you, brother. You know what I mean? It still has like Pusha. It still has like, you get what I'm saying, or a lot of artists. So when I think about top 10, I say that's hard, bro, because I can't pick my top 10 without overriding it with Baltimore. And then there's a lot of people from different places outside of Baltimore that can't pick their top 10 without overriding it and damn near not picking nobody from, you know, Baltimore. You get what I'm saying? So when I think of the top 10, that's why I'm asking y'all, the people, who do y'all think the top 10 in the DMV? And don't be biased because you're from Baltimore, you're from the District of Columbia, or you from PG, or you from Edgewood. Don't be biased of your favorite. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is representing this shit 100% and is going outside the DMV and has that impact and bringing it, you know what I'm saying, and putting the eyes on the DMV? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's a few names that we can name. I have them in my head that I would deal with, but I was like, yo, it's tough because maybe 10 is too much. I mean, 10 is not too much. Maybe 10 is too less. You get what I'm saying? I think when we think of the DMV, I probably go ahead and do it. We have to think of top 20 artists DMV the last 6 years. That's just narrow it down. The last 6 years, like who been making that impact the last 6 years? And you got a few incarcerated artists, but you got artists that's out here. You get what I'm saying? You got artists that's out here that's putting on. And you know, sometimes, you know, YouTube numbers and Spotify numbers, you know, could get fucked with. It could be factual. You know what I'm saying? You know that. But the grind and, you know, going different places and hearing artists or talking to people from different places and they like, yo, I fuck with this, I fuck with that. And you could look and see where some of these artists are going at. And what I fear for a lot of DMV artists is that they don't know how big they are because, you know, they're not getting outside the DMV. But if they focus more on conquering the whole DMV, they will have money that they could make home. Like you could go in Richmond, pick up a bag. You can go to Virginia Beach and pick up a bag. You could go to, you know, West V, pick up a bag. You can go to DC, pick up a bag. You can come to Baltimore, pick up a bag. You know, just as an artist, you can do shows out Edgewood, Bel Air, Maryland, Hagerstown, Cumberland, Eastern Shore. You get what I'm saying? Easton. You get what I'm saying? All these places you can get with the clubs and the promoters and pick up a bag. Once you're able to do that, then you're able to expand the brand to New York, Connecticut, Boston. You know what I'm saying? You're able to get down to A at these joints. You get what I'm saying? So when I name the top 10, top 20, I'm just naming artists that can go into A and motherfuckers know their music. You know what I'm saying? Because when people are local and around you a lot, you tend to really not follow their wave. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Baltimore niggas listen to a lot of Baltimore niggas, but a lot of Baltimore niggas is popping that Kodak and that Chief Keef and that ESTG. They popping that Lil Pop in. They popping a lot of shit in before they get to the local shit and they catch a nigga but getting they yo man, come on, yo, play this, yo, shit. You get what I'm saying? Shit like that. So that's in all states too. I mean, all states, you know what I mean? People get oversaturated with the local music. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, some of us don't, but a lot of people do. That's understandable because people want to hear new shit. Hits get made every day. Thousands of songs get dropped on Spotify every day. So when I think about the top people in the DMV, I'm just thinking about people that's having an impact. You know, Tech and Chaz just sold the show out in Houston. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's amazing. You get what I'm saying? That's amazing. You know, all the, Moose, Sleepy, TMZ the Don, you get what I'm saying? Rack of artists was at the UMBC, the Chesapeake Arena. That bitch was packed. You get what I'm saying? So these artists are having impact. You know what I mean? So it's like, when we make this list, it's like, yo, who really the shit? And then make it narrow down to the music. Who making the good music? Who got the whole full project, the whole package in their projects? So that's why I say, man, I need y'all to leave that in the comment box, bro. Who got the whole package? You get what I'm saying? Not just, yo, Shorty made a hard song. Who got the whole package and Shorty still consistent? Because that's the only thing that's going to get you signed and get you big, is being consistent. Being consistent is business, first and foremost, is a very big part. And then consistency. You got to know your business. And after you got your business together, you got to be consistent in whatever product you pushing. So when I think of, I didn't say top 20, top 10, top 20 legendary DMV artists, the legends of the DMV, who you think is legendary. I'm just saying top 20 DMV artists that's relevant in 2024, that's been, put it like this, that's been relevant the whole 20s. You get them saying, the whole 2020s and up. You get what I'm saying? Forget, you know what I mean, what was going on behind that. That's not this ain't that episode. You get what I'm saying? This ain't that live for that. I don't want to hear that, because I'm gonna make part 2 to this, but this is strictly for who do you think is working and have a big impact outside the DMV in Baltimore that's from the town. That's what this is about. You know what I mean? Like, who you think, and if you from out of town, who you think people fucking with, and who you feel like, you know what I'm saying? If you watch this shit, like, yo, shit. Like, I'm just talking, when I did this shit on live earlier, I was just talking to somebody, they was like, yo, Fat Trail, they put Fat Trail in the top 10. I was like, yo, Fat Trail ain't make nothing in a minute, but you know, I'm so just, you know, he just be in so much different shit. So I went to the internet and I realized he dropped this a project called Play that I'm gonna listen to after I get off of here. And I listened to like 3-4 songs while I was on live, and them bitches was all right. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, man, I put my foot in my mouth, man. This guy is really Fat Trail, really making good music. I always thought he can rap. I always thought he was talented, but I didn't know that he was back in the studio putting together full projects, and this project sounds fucking good. I'm not even gonna lie. From what I heard, I can't give you my full, I can't grade it, and I can't put no number on it, but from what I heard, it's something that I want to roll up 2 blunts, watch the football game after I get off, and enjoy it and catch some shit. I might jump back on live at 12, but I just wanted to fuck around. Yeah, he all right. Yeah, he cool, man. He all right, yo, nice. He nice, bro. I think he nice. You feel me? He nice. I think he lost his rhythm, yo, like going to jail and shit and doing shit like that and staying, you know what I'm saying, in the vlogs for stupid shit. You know what I mean? That I like him early on. I liked him. What was that shit called? Georgetown. That shit was hard. That shit called Georgetown with Fat Trail was hard as a bitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit called Georgetown. That was my shit. I liked him early on. He was fucking with ASAP Ant early on. They used to be moving around. Yeah, he got booked for fake money and all types of shit. Niggas be fucking that money up, keeping it G. Niggas be fucking that money up, bro, because I know he had some money, yo. He touched some money, bro, but niggas be fucking that money up, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I tell my man, like, niggas think they get their first 100, 200,000, they gotta go buy a watch. You know what I mean? Like, them niggas was getting, you know what I'm saying? These little motherfuckers be touching 30, 40,000 a show, you know what I mean? Really doing $150 in a week, you know what I'm saying? They just really go to Neiman Marcus and go to a lot of different places and fuck up the money. You get what I'm saying? Like, straight up. And then they get caught up in shit and just get tied up in other shit. They got an image to uphold and just be fucking it up. And dudes don't be realizing, like, that first bag you get, you really want to invest it and put it in the right place so it can make shit sense for you down the line. But when you that young and get popular and then the internet and you start signing deals and shit, you really don't have no money management skills. And I don't down the young niggas for doing the shit because I did the same shit. So it's just like a gift and a curse. Like, if you ain't got nobody in your entourage or you ain't got no parent or no, you know, somebody around you that could pull money and make investments while you fucking the money up, You be in that situation, getting knocked off for fake money and fucking up your deals, you be scratching. You feel me? You be scratching, yo, because you be a rapper, so you don't know the grind no more. You know what I mean? That's the truth, yo. Dudes be rappers and don't be knowing the grind no more, yo. That's what it is, though. See, if you was getting 150,000 a week, making $600,000-700,000 a month just doing shows, walkthroughs, and features, bro, and then you fall off and you trying to maintain $5,000 or $6,000 coming in a month, it ain't gonna work. Because you so used to this lump sum of money, so you used to just going somewhere just blowing $6,000. You used to that. You used to just going somewhere blowing 6,000, so getting $6,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to maintain that shit if you don't got money management skills, and you don't have those money management skills at a young age. And I'm quite sure he came in the game at a young age, but he's older now. He shouldn't be getting locked up for driving without a license. Niggas should be on some old buying some houses, doing the right thing with this money, but this music industry and being a celebrity be fucking niggas up. Like real shit. Dudes just forget about it. Like dudes get this money, these lights, and be seeing so much shit, be off the drugs, be drunk in the middle of the day. And when they come about that whirlwind, before you know it, you got tax evasions, you just fucked up, bro. You just fucked up and you just get to doing any motherfucking thing. That's what a lot of dudes, you know what I mean, be doing. Like I'm looking at Hurricane Chris. You know what I mean? He going off about the Super Bowl, was going off about the 50 Cent shit. And I kind of felt like, you know what I mean? He had a point. People, just because yo fell off or, you know, I don't know his financial status, you know what I mean? It's expensive to live in the South and Louisiana and shit like that. See, them niggas got it made. They make 600,000-700,000, take 200,000, get a ground built, get a house built from the ground up, get a couple acres. You know what I mean? Them country folks letting them niggas know to buy their house. Dudes come from up this way, you know what I mean? Houses cost 400,000-500,000. You get what I'm saying? So you know a lot of those down south artists be lasting longer than the North artists because I feel like the cost of living so fucking cheap. Like you can make your first million and go buy your mother and you a house with 500,000. You could build mama house and your house with 250,000. 300,000, you got $1,000,000, you can build two motherfucking nice ass motherfucking houses on some acres for 600,000 for you and your mother. And you can go back on the road and load up on money and do what you gotta do. But a lot of niggas ain't thinking like that. So that's why you be hearing niggas be going broke. And niggas already getting jerked. So if you getting jerked and then you getting a bunny hop on the road making certain money, then you know you crumble, yo. When you got that money making 150,000, certain shit you won't be getting knocked off. Everybody know that. Shit be going your way, man. The minute that money starts slowing up, shit start fucking up, everything start crashing at one time. And that just lets you know you gotta do the right thing when you first get that bunny hop or you gonna regret it later. That's just law. Every man been through that shit, not saving that money, not putting that money the same way, forgetting, just living in the moment, man. The police come, shit rough, all the shit gone. Now you trying to get the favors back that you done gave. So yeah, man, I can see a nigga getting locked up for counterfeit money, scams, check, nigga trying to do anything to see that lump sum that a nigga used to. Instead of getting his ass in a fucking studio and keep putting out music and chasing shows and shit. Like, fuck, you niggas be celebrities and be out here doing dumb shit. Like, bro, it's somebody still fucking with you. Somebody's still fucking with you, bro. You just gotta find that shit. The internet makes it so easy for certain motherfuckers to do certain shit, especially them young boys. Like, y'all could do that shit, bro. Like, you ain't afraid to go nowhere and do all this and that, so you should make it happen. But like I said, it's hard for me to pick the DMV, you know, versus Baltimore list because when I'm doing this, I was never had a list in mind. You get what I'm saying? I have artists in mind that I feel like will be on my list, but I told myself like maybe a year or two ago that I will add my opinion, but I will never give my full feelings about it, my full opinion about it, because me just interviewing so many artists and dealing with so many artists, it just might not fit what nobody say, so I don't care about that, but it just save, you know what I mean? It's just like saving feelings, you know what I mean? Because like I said, Baltimore At one time, it was a handful of rappers. Now there's a lot of rappers, and a lot of rappers got motion when it comes to Spotify, Apple Music, and the internet. I don't know what they got in their pockets. I don't know how they living in their personal time. I'm a nigga that pay attention to the music. I like the music and the performance. I'm on that because I already know that you gotta fake it till you making anything. So, dudes being, supercharged up and rapping like they going to name him out, it's like, it might take a nigga 7, 8 months before he get there. Get that pair of Murrays. But if that's what he rapping, that's what he rapping. I ain't knocking. You get what I'm saying? My dog rapping, man. Hope he blow up. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Dudes rapping and doing whatever. I hope they blow up. I don't have no hate in my blood. You know what I mean? I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got the Jordans before you. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers got their first apartment before you. Motherfuckers got their first car before you. Motherfuckers did shit before you. You did shit before motherfuckers, but I just don't get caught up in the scrutiny of that shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that shit. But, I think it's like, I really like that kid, Threats. I really like that kid, Jose. I really like that kid, No Savage. I like everything that the Yo got going on. I like, my man, Young E-Class, he hard. And then it's like from Baltimore, you already know who I like. But I still be trying to, it's an Edgewood artist, Baltimore Edgewood artist that y'all should tap in. BRM Stunting, that's my man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't just fuck with the artists that we know that's the shit. I fuck with niggas that's, I know, gonna be the shit if they stay consistent. You know what I mean? You never know what you're gonna be if you give up. If you keep working and pushing it to the limit, man, and you looking forward, you never know what you could become. So that's what I'm saying. You never know who listening. Like, my numbers is down like crazy on the podcast. Can't believe it, but Allah knows best, man. I'm able to still talk. I'm able to make content. You know what I'm saying? I should get it better. You get what I'm saying? I should have get better. I ain't crying over no spilled milk, but like I said, Baltimore, we got a leak, man. It's going to be a big weekend up here. Peasy and Icewear Vazo coming in town, teching and performing. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be lit. Then, Philly. They in Philly. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit, man. You got to pull up. Philly and Baltimore going to be lit this Friday and Saturday. You got to pull up, man. I was at the show, like I said, at the Chesapeake Arena with Boosie and Webby. Man, Baltimore has some legendary performances. Baltimore has some legendary performances there. You get what I'm saying? Dudes was cutting up, bro. Dudes really got records that had a crowd going crazy. But my top 10, I could never say it, man. I could never share y'all. This is this microphone. I got all this shit hooked up right here. Yo, this microphone stand is like the weirdest stand. Like, I will show you this shit, but this microphone stand is like a super weird stand. It's one of those stands that supposed to be like lifting and do that shit. I always knock it down. I can never get that shit right, real shit. But yeah, man, yeah, that DMV, man, that Baltimore, man, I think I've always said like every year, but I just think 2025 is like gonna be a big breakthrough year. The main thing I think is coming here, especially for the city of Baltimore. I think it really is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you who it's going to be. Yo, a lot of niggas be working, and a lot of y'all niggas don't realize. I know them down south boys and them Chicago boys, and I know, you know what I'm saying, them niggas make it look good, you know what I'm saying, because it seems like them niggas be getting on overnight. But right here at the top of the South in this Maryland region, bro, niggas be having to put that 5 to 10 years in. Like, real shit to get internationally known, to get that buzz. Niggas got to put that 5 to 10 years in. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to artists that we caught on with. They already had albums and be already having shit out. Like, dudes be rapping for years before their shit just break worldwide. You get what I'm saying? So, it's a few of our favorites that got their 10 years in, and it's starting to happen for them. You get what I'm saying? And like I tell people, the world is huge. So, you know what I'm saying? The world is, America's a big place, bro. And people consume music different way. Dudes be having their numbers up and, you know what I'm saying, and be doing shit that you don't know. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm putting y'all down with. A lot of dudes is doing stuff that you don't know. So you can't be crazy and be on one, but like dudes is doing stuff that you don't know about. Dudes is making moves that you don't know about. There's a few dudes in Baltimore, you know, fucking with deals and, you know what I mean, got shit going on, but it just ain't that one thing you just brag and boast about. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta keep working till it happen. Cause nigga ain't got that platinum record yet. You get what I'm saying? It's artists I take, and you know what I'm saying, artists Pyrex, you know what I'm saying, dudes produce records and dudes been on records, but we, you know what I'm saying, we just ain't, some of our local heroes have great records and big records, but they just ain't got that international record yet that just be like, yo, yeah, this Baltimore, this the record. So we putting on, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got them, we ain't got that. We got records that I feel like that niggas in the city should have went big, you know what I'm saying? Tripping, I be tripping with Scola. Niggas know, anybody will tell you. Models, you know what I mean? That's just 2 songs to name. Bomb. You get what I'm saying? Moose, Dum Dum. Like, these records should have been platinum records. Like, I'm not sitting here playing with you. Like, yo, these records should have been at least certified gold records. Like Shorty Shorty, Joint, Obituary. Like, these records are just as hot as that. The records that I named are just as hot as those records, even though Dum Dum had his buzz, but I just think like the man should have had a platinum plat for that. You know what I mean? Nobody was rapping like that. You get what I'm saying? Shorty really had a hit. You get what I'm saying? Hits. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of music put on Don Shrooms with NASG Chaz, bro. Like that shit should have, like, what the fuck is going on? Like that record is a big explosive, like, some of these records that's being put out that's getting played low, international fucking records, bro. And I'll be looking like, yo, what is the sound bars, or like what is going on? You know what I'm saying? We look at billboards, we don't praise that shit, but we like, God damn, how the world ain't taking to these records. How? Is no fucking way, bro. We listen to good music. In one of these episodes, I'm gonna take the copyright hit, but I want to compare Baltimore City top 10 records, like records that should have went, and compare them to the records that went big, bro. It's a mismatch. Cause I'm just saying, yo, that she got the shit like a bottle inside of it. Yo, that model shit should have been. Yo, when I heard Jake and them did that shit, I said Jake and them out of here. But I understand what records they take time to grow, and I thought maybe, you know, after, you know, 18 months, no longer than 2 years, that record will grow on the world. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. The world would want that record. Who's this record? Where is this record? You know what I mean? Like people did with Trinidad James with the Gold record. Tech dropped that bomb, baby. Why you do it like that? That's so fat. Look what you. That's a fucking hit record, bro. That OTR Chaz and that Pyrex joint. I forgot what the fuck that Summertime Shootouts. Oh, Summertime Shootouts. Yo, that shit's a hit. I'm telling y'all, yo, what I know, yo. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right, yo, these are hit records, and these niggas is, what is going on? I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Come on, bro. These records are Scola. I be tripping like this. That record, nobody, even other rappers will be like, bro, I can't hate on that record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, where's it's a blockage there. And I understand, yo, you need like $250,000 to put it in to radio. You need this to put it into play. But when I was younger, you know, Bobby Smurder didn't have all that money when Hot Nigga took off. He didn't put $250,000, but you know, on Hot Nigga. You get what I'm saying? That shit took off, and the money made itself. And I feel like some of these Baltimore records should have took off, bro. Should have took off, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Because like Fat Trell, Shy Glizzy, Wale, you know what I'm saying, Q the Fool, you get what I'm saying? They kind of like stepped in that way, you know. Wale, superstar, you know, Shy Glizzy, superstar, Fat Trell, you get what I'm saying, a star. I wouldn't say a superstar because I just don't think Fat Trell just had that hump, over the hump record, but Shy Glizzy had Awesome, Wale had Flower Bomb. You get what I'm saying? Gold Links had that joint, him and Glizzy, you know what I'm saying? They had records that took them over the hump, you know what I'm saying, to put them in that loop. And I feel like those records that these Baltimore artists are putting out should have been records that took them over the hump. We should have had, like, we at least got 10 records by different artists that should have just went crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We have at least 10 records in the archives of Baltimore City hip hop in the last 20, I'm just saying from 2020 to now, in the last 48 months, it has been 10 records that should have been from gold to platinum plus. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm lying, I'm flying. These records should have been gold to platinum plus because these artists, the fucking shit just hard. It just sound good, bro. I'm a person that consume a lot of music, and people consume a lot of music, and they're not consuming this music, or they're not supporting this music the way it's supposed to get. And it's like, yo, what's so hard? And we always had this conversation. I always says like, it's no industry here. You know, that's for the DMV. I don't know what they feel about here. We have some big artists that come from here. Chris Brown come from Virginia. That's just right down the street. Trey Songz. You get what I'm saying? Missy Elliott, Timbaland. You get what I'm saying? Pharrell Williams. You know what I mean? Maybe that's it. You know, maybe some Baltimore and DC artists need some Pharrell shit. You know, those hard. Need some Timbaland shit. A Timbaland beat, Pharrell beat got to be a hump changer. You get what I'm saying? But without the Timbaland, Pharrell beat and super co-sign with local beat makers and, you know, internet beat makers, these niggas are making hit records that I don't understand. I don't understand why these records ain't take off, bro. Like Dawn and Scream, like that record should just been like, they should, I mean, come on, the video, everything about the song is dope as fuck. Everything about Summertime Shootouts is dope as fuck. You get what I'm saying? Everything about Bomb, everything about Models. You get what I'm saying? Everything about these certain records is just everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Some of these shit, you be like, dang, man, that shit got not. Like, this record should have just been huge. Even GGL Slit was making some good records that I felt like, yo, they should have been more appreciated. You get what I'm saying? Even with the records, you like, it's so many good records that we singing in the club to this day. Like, when you go in there, you drop these records are just records that should have just been like, yo, how the fuck these records ain't in the New York, in the Atlanta streets, in the California streets, like these main hip hop hubs of Vegas. Like, why these records ain't in there? DJs, you know what I mean? I know the local DJs in town is, you know, giving Baltimore artists their just due, but now it's like some of these big name DJs in Vegas, California, New York, Atlanta, Miami, goddamn Houston, man, gotta start cutting these Baltimore records more. Artists gotta start locking in with them DJs, them big DJs out there to break some of these records, because when these DJs break these records, when these records, you know what I mean, when these records get break, when these records get break, they're gonna, when the DJs in these different places break these records are gonna be great. You get what I'm saying? These records are gonna help that DJ, because people are like, yo, where you get that record from? Where you get that record from? Where you get that? Who the fuck is this? You get what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, just being younger, that's how I consume music, bro. Like, we found out about Young Jeezy through, like, niggas going down there, niggas going down to his region, then coming back and bringing it to niggas. That's how I found out about Jeezy, bro. Dudes was going down to Atlanta and brought that back home. Like, yo, this shit hard. This shit, I was down in Atlanta for a couple of days. This what the motherfucker was listening to. Well, I was in Miami, and niggas like, I was in Miami, this is what I was listening to. I was in New York, this was the nigga I was listening to. Like, I remember going up to New York, you know what I'm saying? I already knew about Pat Poose, but in New York, back then, 03, 04, like, Pat was like, had the streets. Pat Poose had the streets. Max B had the streets. Like, with their mixtapes was buzzing. Like, everywhere you went with a mixtape, they was having this shit. You had to listen to it. You get what I'm saying? So that's how, like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta do it. So I come back to Baltimore. Yo, listen to this. Face of the Death by this nigga Pat Poose. Next thing you know, he listened to it like, yo, what was that song by, yo? And then, you know what I'm saying? It's a whirlwind. I just feel like us Baltimoreans gotta just keep pushing the narrative, keep pushing the narrative for this music, bro. For this music, bro, because I feel like once these artists get a chance, you know what I mean? Once these artists get a chance and break through, it's going to bring a lot of revenue in the local area, whether the artist is doing for you or not. It's just going to put the light bulb where it need to be, and it's going to help businesses jump. It's going to help certain shit jump, bro, because there's a lot of artists. There's some artists out here in the city, bro, that I listen to, bro, that nobody knows. You know what I mean? I don't know who that is keeping it a G. Let me check the comments out. Hold up. You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta pull these comments up on here. Hey, there we go. Let me check the comments out. What up, say? Got a book for Fit Man, keeping it G, showing a nigga a lot of love. That's how y'all do me. Caldwell. What you mean? But yeah, man, that's how I rationalize with it. So I feel like it's something or somebody holding Baltimore back. And I'm here to tell you, I was in a YouTube Avenue joint, and Kevin Lyles said he signed over 30 some artists out here. And everybody was in there like, what? You know what I mean? He'll say he signed hella artists from Baltimore. You know, I know he signed Comp. I know he, you know, supposed to have something to do with like Drew Hill and, you know, dudes like that. But like, I don't know. But he said, you know, he's the reason for like 30 some artists. Like, yeah, he said that in YouTube Avenues. Anybody ever said YouTube Avenues in Baltimore? Kevin Lyles said he signed over 30 artists. He went to name a few. You know what I mean? The most notable ones, you know, when he was there. I never know he signed 30 artists. You know what I mean? Real shit. You know what I mean? Couple niggas blew up. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Baltimore people that's from Baltimore, born and raised in Baltimore, got people in high places. They should be pulling a little bit more strings. And I'm not telling them to pull their strings because I'm from Baltimore. I'm telling you that it's millions. It's hundreds of millions of dollars of this music for that music industry right here in Baltimore. Nevertheless, putting the DMV in with Baltimore, man, this is $1 billion business that ain't been tapped into, and I don't know why the people don't want to tap into this town. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I don't know why, man. Tell me in the comment box. You can't say, oh, this city violent, Chicago violent. You can't say this city crazy. A bunch of cities crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, Atlanta's crazy. Like, everybody's crazy. Like, but overall, I know it's millions of songs that get released on Fire, Spotify, Apple, wherever you consume your music from. I know it's millions of videos get dropped on YouTube, but all jokes aside, I listen to a lot of you. I'm fucking with these two niggas out of Milwaukee right now. But, bruh, I'm here to tell the Milwaukee niggas, anybody, like, bruh, I listen to a lot of music. I'm not faking on to listen to the music tip. Is what I try to get in people's heads. I really listen to this shit, and I'm telling you, bro, a lot of music that these artists are putting out in Baltimore is mixed, mastered, it's clean, and it's fucking good music. These niggas is putting their time, effort, and talent to use, bro. And they're just gonna overlook that it's stressing me out, and I'm not even a rapper. It's stressing me out, bro, as a content creator, and made me just take a break. Like, yo, what the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? But everything take time, and patience is virtual, and we don't know, you know, I don't know. Motherfucker don't know that you gonna be here to see the day the Baltimore got artists is up that bitch going platinum, the day that we take over the BT Cypher, the day that it's more artists that we're familiar with that's getting Grammys and receiving awards. It's more the people that we used to seeing and the ones that represent us, like the whole Baltimore lingo, the whole Baltimore mentality, the whole Baltimore attitude, the whole Baltimore way of thinking. We would love to see that on stage because a lot of states have that. Atlanta see their own on stage, New York, you know, California. We want to see our own. We want to see a representation of us on the main stage, baby. And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with us wanting to see us on the main stage, and it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's busting their ass to do that. You know, shout out to all the content creators, shout out to radio, shout out to managers, shout out to everybody, shout out to the artists, the writers, the producers, the engineers, dudes that took their hard-earned money that's making these studios with these artists, are paying them to come in there and record. Shout out to the mix and master, shout out to the DJs that spinning these records when these out of towners here in Baltimore and trying to get it known, but like the industry gotta let us in. So when I back to my main topic, you know, I can't pick my top 10 because there's a lot of artists. But what I will do is do an episode on the 10 artists that I think should have been already in. You know what I mean? Should have been already in. You get what I'm saying? I can do that. It's artists, you know, not being biased, no personal order, just artists that I feel like, yo should have had a deal, yo should have had a deal, yo got what it takes. And then I'm willing to tell you, he's better than this person, he's better than that person. Put the music against each other, put the drip against each other, all the shit that they want to put in the categories. I will put that up against the artists that I feel like from the DMV. And I could do the whole DMV of 10 artists that I feel like should go. And my list won't just be filled up with Baltimore. Maybe half that I think, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm from Baltimore, but I won't be biased to music that I listen to throughout the DMV in my city, especially. And it's, I know 10 people. I feel like 10 people should go, and I could tell you the reason why, and I could tell you the impact that they would have in the music industry and how that would benefit the city if these 10 people that I picked from these different areas was to get a shot at the industry and was to get a chance to make that cake, was to get a chance to hit the road and do tours and shit like that. They will they will have a powerful impact, and they will bring the industry to Baltimore. Not saying physically, or not saying, because you know motherfuckers make it to the top and only get to thinking about them. Don't ever think that Baltimore, I don't never think that we're far away from people, you know, making it big and just saying fuck the city. You know, you're gonna get that. You know, that's everywhere you go. But overall, believe it's some real motherfuckers that's gonna throw the alley hoop, double back, give a helping hand out. You get what I'm saying? And you know, our city, shout out to the city, you know, murders down by like 50%. The mayor already claiming that, you know what I'm saying? There's been some good shows out here this year, man. Artists working together, you know what I'm saying? Artists coming together. The DJs on fire out here. The MCs, you get what I'm saying? Masters of ceremonies, they killing the stage, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of good, positive shit going on in the city. But I just feel like it's still slow as fuck. I feel like we should really been on. You get what I'm saying? We should really be on. Like, it should be more lights on this shit. Now, man, you got to come down here and get this shit. Like, you don't want this money. I want the money, but I ain't got the millions of dollars to put behind a lot of shit that I think that's worth it. You know what I mean? That's what the industry about. That's what all this shit is about. Is a motherfucker that's already up and know their way around the industry, willing to put their motherfucking word or their bag behind you. You get what I'm saying? That's the only two things. You motherfucker put their word or their bag behind you to take you to the next level. I just think it should be more publicists out here. I think it should be more motherfucking what they call it, companies that do that take your shit to the next level. You know what I mean? What it is, bro. What it is, man. Thanks for tapping in. If you just tapped in, hit that notification button, hit that like button, drop a like, leave a comment. I don't got the Cash App up here because I seen that didn't work with y'all, but I do got that pocketbook right there, man. All you got to do is go in there, purchase a piece of merch, man. Raw dope, man. It all comes back to me. Independent, and I'm about to start, like I said, first day of fall, about to start production of making some classical raw dope shirts that I came out with like 2020. When I say 2000, I really mean 2020. You get what I'm saying? Honestly, sometimes you hear me just say, oh, 2000, I really mean 2020. If I say 99, I really mean '09. You get what I'm saying? If I say 97, I really mean '07. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up through all the eras. But one thing I do got to get into, that BG a couple days ago, because you know Raw Dope Podcast, I always come with the old news. You know what I'm saying? I always come with it 72 hours. Sometimes I might get it. Sometimes I might get it when it's hot, but I usually worry about it later. But BG said that the word old, OLD stands for outliving dummies. Man, I thought that was funny as a motherfucker. And this is something that Jada said. I don't know when younger guys, or for some crazy reason, think that it ain't cool to be older. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, that's the most sickest thing I thought ever since a little boy. Nigga, I wanted to be from the 60s and the 50s. Meaning that I just wanted to age, because I just thought, like, bro, the more you live, the more you see, the more you experience, and the more you can have. You get what I'm saying? But I never expected as a young guy to live, to be a certain age or do a certain thing. But I always said, if you do get to live, if you do get to live, oh my God, man, you get to go to different countries, you get to do boats, you get to do shit that ain't have your interest. Because a lot of us grew up in the ghettos and we were just stuck to Mondom and the Plaza and Security Square Mall and circling the block. But when you age, you don't think the way you thought when you 21. I don't think the way I thought. I don't think no age group that I still think the way after I got out of that. After I got out of my teenage, I got my 20s, I got my 30s, now mid 40s, like, bro, I ain't tripping. I'm happy, like, bro, like, and that's a different glow. And I heard Gilly and I heard older guys always talking about that. It is a different glow, bro, when you live to see shit. So I'm not mad at a young nigga because he talking shit. He haven't lived long enough to see nothing. So, of course, she's think aging is stupid because his little mind hasn't developed yet. Because my little mind thoughts, I never thought Asian was stupid, but my little mind used to think shit that nobody in the fucking world thought. You get what I'm saying? I thought that my brain was just so perfect and it just only worked for me and the idiots that was around me at that idiot age. This day and the time when a youngster called me old lady, I smile hard. Yeah, you supposed to. You know what I mean? That should be a smile because Miss Parker was old too. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Miss Parker was old too, baby. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what these niggas be thinking. Like, shit. You know, it was a girl posting on the internet thinking like, you know what I mean? Like, at a young age, you want to watch in a chain. At an older age, you want different shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking no young people because when you're young, that's what I tell people all the time. Embrace your youth. Embrace your years, man, of being 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Embrace them under 30 years because the over 30s is the years that really count. Those years, those under 30 years, you're supposed to get fucked up, bro. Supposed to have a threesome or two, bro. Supposed to try different things out, bro. You're supposed to be speeding in the car. You're supposed to do certain shit. You know what I mean? That's what life is about, being adventurous. But at the end of the day, man, you got to you outgrow that shit. It's a time and a place for that. Unfortunately, I spent a lot of my 20s, early 20s and late 20s incarcerated and in and out of shit. So I wanted to get the fuck out my 20s because I'm like, God damn, life is rough in the 20s. Like, you 20, nigga, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You getting so much shit when you 20s. Like, I couldn't stop being in courtrooms. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stop being in and out of central booking and parole and probation and charges and lawyers. Like, I couldn't shake that shit in my 20s. I could not shake that shit in my 20s because I love to be in hot-ass environments. You get what I'm saying? Straight up. That's a whole nother story. I ride in the car with y'all. I don't want to crash my car. And then y'all get mad at me. But nah, man, you know, a lot of those, what it is. A lot of those things that I did, man, at a young age, man, that's why I don't really knock young people, you know what I'm saying? Because I say, yo, you got to grow up, man. I was at the age where I fucked my money up. I was at the age where I didn't know what I say out my mouth. I was at the age where I agreed on all the stupidity that went on, you know what I'm saying? I was at that age before, so it's just a blessing when you can make it out that age. Yeah, you said I'm 28 and niggas ain't supposed to good like nasty, bro. Niggas is taking one day at a time. Yeah, that's a fact. Let me put that back up there. I gotta see that. I see that. Hold up. Say I'm 28 and a nigga ain't experienced the good life yet. This shit nasty, bro. But a nigga taking one day at a time, praying for better life. Yeah. I understand that, bro. And I was 28 too. Shit was nasty. I had 14 years. I had 22 years. I was spending with 14 years. And I was 28. I think I spent my 28th birthday, man. We had the rice with the macaroons and the macaroni and cheese and shit. And we locked in at 10:45. So, you know, I got to eat my big bowl of food, locked in the cell, you get what I'm saying? Watching Fox News at 10, I think we did. We was getting Fox up Hagerstown. Yes, we was. We was getting Fox up Hagerstown, 45 up Hagerstown, and waiting for the movie to come on at 12 o'clock. So, yeah, nigga, if you 28 years old and you ain't behind the door, you get what I'm saying? There's an opportunity out here, bro. It's like one of the biggest things that you can do to change is changing people, places, and things. And one thing that we face in the ghetto, I don't mean to get off top, but let me ride out for the young brother. One thing we gotta remember, bro, is that the day that you give up, not giving a fuck about what nobody think, that be the day that you move forward. And that's a real big thing that we suffer from as men and or women in the urban community. When you stop caring about what the majority say, when you don't fear that they're gonna be talking about me on the porch with everybody, the low life's at, where there's your friends, and you think because he got a couple extra hundred, or her and this girl got an apartment in the county, they doing better than you. When you not afraid for people to say, man, that nigga ain't doing shit, that nigga believe in this and do that, that's like the first start of change, bro. When you don't care what nobody say or think, bro, that's a real big thing that we suffer from in the urban community, in the ghettos, the traps, the black blocks, the trailer home, wherever you want to be at, wherever it's hood at. That's what we suffer about, caring what the majority think. That's why a lot of dudes dead. That's why a lot of dudes in prison. That's why a lot of dudes fucked up. That's why a lot of dudes fucking up, because they care about what the majority think. So the first step to change is not worrying about what nobody think. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You just gotta remember, like, hey man, you wanna be somebody important, you be yourself. And I'ma say from like the age of, to be honest with you, I'ma say from like the real critical ages from 12 years old to 25. You know what I mean? That 13-year span right there, bro, that's a real bad identity crisis stage, bro. And I lost a lot of friends. I lost family that didn't make it to be 25. You get what I'm saying? And then that 25 to that 35 is a different growth process. It's a growth sprout. You know what I'm saying? It's a growth sprout, the way as though you don't really want to hang the club. You start learning different shit. You get what I'm saying? And you get to that age. So that being from 12 to 25, a lot of niggas is doing life sentences. A lot of girls are stuck with a bunch of kids. You know, a lot of shit happening through that period, because you be at a real fucked up identity crisis, trying to find out, you know what I'm saying, thinking you got it all figured out when you ain't got shit figured out. And, you know, some people fortunate enough to come from a good family. You know, some people are fortunate enough to come, you know, from a good family, so their family could, you know, their family finances and their family stability and that foundation helps them when they in that fucked up stage. So when you 33, 34, did a bit, or, you know, just getting off of drugs, or finally want more for yourself, some people got a solid foundation of family members that could just be like, I'm waiting on you. But a lot of us have to go, you know what I'm saying, in institutions. A lot of motherfuckers got to go to rehab. A lot of motherfuckers got to move out of town. A lot of motherfuckers got to face the madness before they get together, because they don't have that solid foundation. And that's one of the hardest part of change for people. You know, a lot of niggas wouldn't be in the streets. A lot of niggas wouldn't rob. A lot of niggas wouldn't kill if they had a solid foundation. You get what I'm saying? Straight up and down. A lot of niggas wouldn't, yo. And a lot of dudes that have that solid foundation is getting high in the streets, fucking up. But if they ever, God could ever get them out of that, you see them niggas in cars and apartments. It don't take hard for them to come up, because they never had to be that. But us bottom feeders, bro, that really come from the bottom and really had to live that life, bro, it's a process that we had to go through. And once you go through that process, you really enjoy that process. You really respect that process. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mount Man. I heard Mount Manor was a good program. No jail is a good program, but I heard a lot of my old cell buddy used to make me mad talking about Mount Manor. But you know what I'm saying, man? Like I said, bro, like 28, bro, you still young, bro. Believe it or not, bro, you can go do 4 or 5 years in college, get a bachelor's degree or whatever. You could change it, bro. You know, at 28, 48, 58, 38, 20, you know what I mean? 18, like, if you want something, bro, you know, you can go get that shit, bro. You get what I'm saying? But I just tell people the biggest thing coming from the urban community, bro, is escaping that peer pressure, escaping not being afraid to say no, escaping stepping up to the plate. You get what I'm saying? Like, we get caught in the whirlwind. You know what I mean? I know some dudes is booked for murders that homeboys just went left and they had nothing to do with it. It just went left and they just didn't know how to. They didn't just know how to get themselves out of the car. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. Some dudes get caught up in shit, bro. Just don't know how to get themselves out of that car, bro. And that's one of the biggest fears that people should know. Watch my back doing the podcast. I'll be back. Yeah, my bad. Where was I at? Somebody tell me where I left off at. Sound like I heard somebody knocking on my door and shit. Yeah, facts, bro. So, that peer pressure, a motherfucker. So when you get strong enough, and you can say, fuck that shit, because that's when people ask me all the time. Like, my son was sentenced to 103 years. So, Porter, the world, oh, that's deep. He just sums like 103 years. He got 103 years. My son was just sentenced to 103 years. So, Porter, world, trust me. When I tell you, keep doing what you're doing, stand out the way. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, 103 years. Good God Almighty, man. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty, bro. And can I ask you one question? When he caught that 103 years, ma'am, how many of his friends came to court? That's, you know, I didn't want to turn this from the Super Bowl to this, but sometimes, you know, when you in this raw dope car on this vlog, man, we can go left or right because it's ours. But can I just ask you how many friends and, you know, how many friends, because I know family going to be there for the worstest thing, but how many friends showed up for him at this 103, after he got this 103 years, and then how many people are on his team outside of the family, just the friends that he was running with and whoever he was hanging with, how many people are saying, bro, we gonna help you get your son back. We gonna fight with you. We gonna put up for the lawyer. We gonna show up. Man, listen, man. If anybody tapped into this tonight, there you go. She said her son caught 103 years and nobody was there but her. Nigga, it's the truth. I didn't have to answer that question because I know the answer to that question. I know the answer to that question. Because if the answer to that question would have been different from that, her statement was, my son caught 103 years today and all his friends was there supporting him. Now we got to get together. It would have been a whole different thing because a mother, a grandmother, a wife, or baby mother, they appreciate when they see men step up for men. They do. They appreciate it because like, oh shit, I got the Lord load off my back because he got somebody to help and them niggas really love him. It don't happen like that, my nigga. It don't happen like that. It don't happen. 103 years. Now that brother might get that time back because the law knows best and the law change every day and there be loopholes and dudes go to prison and sharpen up and get smart. and come back, you know what I'm saying, and come back and get that time back, because that's the only way you can get out of jail. Either your family's gonna put you together, like again, that foundation with a lawyer, or your mother gonna work overtime and take her tax money and add to the lawyer every year and take 2-3 years to pay that $30,000 off to try to get you a pill bond to get her baby back home so she can love him and try to show him the right thing before God calls her number. You get what I'm saying? Because nobody got to, like I said, them bras gone, the homies gone. Nobody don't hurt that pain like your mother. Don't nobody hurt your pain, especially if you got a good mother that's you know what I mean, that's good, you know what I mean, because some of brothers got mothers that's getting high, some brothers got mothers that's going through mental illness, some brothers got mothers and fathers that's going through hell, so they can't tell them what they going through. They can't, because they have to be there for their parents. So just imagine a woman with common sense got to listen to her baby in prison for 103 years. Do you know how many emotional phone calls that she's up for? Do you know how many depressing letters? Do you know how many, shorty, might just get mad and take it out on his mother because it's the aggravation? For right now, as of today, you did for 103 years, you know what I'm saying? When you go to see all these peoples and psychiatrists and nurses and goddamn case managers and shit, they all telling you your release date is nigga 2090. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And that's that mind frame that he probably never got out of, caring what them people saying. Caring what people saying. Caring if, oh, you got beat up, or you got a black eye, you a bitch ass nigga, or you let somebody carry you, you a bitch ass nigga. Any of that shit, bro. Any of that shit, bro, is wrong. This is why I support G channel and I just subscribe to yours. Thank you, but I want to save these kids. My son's situation was self-defense, but the courts didn't see it that way from the other dudes clout chasing. Where you from? You from Baltimore? If you from the Baltimore area, you could follow me. I think the link in there is Raw Dope Podcast. My shit is Raw Dope Podcast everywhere. It's just spelled the same way. RAWDOPE Podcast everywhere. It might be a fake page, but it's probably the page with the most numbers. I think we got like 5,000 on Instagram, a couple thousand on Facebook. Though you from Virginia, good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. Good about Virginia. And they have the right to bear arms down there. Virginia is dangerous. Virginia is dangerous. Virginia is dangerous. Oh, man. I got 3 homeboys that's incarcerated. One of them caught 10, one of them caught 20-some months, and the other one I'm fighting trial. Virginia vicious. Like, Virginia vicious. You know what I mean? They vicious. They vicious. And like you said, it's a self-defense case. But like I said, sometimes you go to trial and you get found guilty and you get sent up the road and you take a little time to get in your case and get your transcripts and you get everything, and then you find a loophole, or you get the right attorney, or you get the right people behind you, you could get that back. That sounds like something that can be given back, you know what I mean? Because if you could prove self-defense in the state of Virginia beyond a reasonable doubt, because they do have a lingering gun law, whereas though you have the right to bear arms everywhere, but Virginia is really one of those gun states like Pennsylvania, Atlanta. So dudes got them joints on them out there, you know what I'm saying? You will see guns regular out there. So self-defense should play a major part in the Commonwealth state of Virginia, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but one thing I do know is Virginia don't play like that. You know what I mean? With nothing. From I didn't have no personal experience, but having friends that took that ride out Virginia. This one homeboy nigga I ain't seen since the early 2000s. I heard him and his brother caught 45 and 42 years. The only thing I heard was they went down Virginia and was getting money, but this was when niggas was like 19, 20. They went down, but they went hard. They was 2 brothers that went for broke. It was my homeboys, and one of the homeboys, the matter of fact, it's crazy because I was in jail in 2000. Y'all see, last time I seen you, I was in jail in 2000 with bro. Bro was on the tape, tripping, everybody was tripping. And then he was telling me he was going down Virginia, and then they went down Virginia, and they getting somebody, man, shit, that ain't even there. My man, Turtle, like, there's a few niggas I know went down Virginia, and I ain't seen them yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, sure enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Yo, that's crazy. And she shout out to keeping it to G News. She say she followed G News for just realness. You know what I'm saying? So we know Virginia tapping in. That's what we try to do, man, on our channel. Of course, man, I talked about the Super Bowl and then a little bit of, the Baltimore and the DMV thing, but it's still you know what I mean? It's still that real. You know what I'm saying? It's still that real that, she just shared with us. It's still a real thing that you going through. Like people don't understand. Like you going through something that is unbearable. Like your son just caught 103 years. Like I can't even fathom that sentence. Like, how do you get on the phone and talk? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get on the phone and talk after that? You know what I'm saying? And one thing you can't do as a black man, and many let it happen, you can't let them crackers see you break. And you can't quit. You get what I'm saying? Because if you quit, man, you're going to get into all types of stuff that you just going to fall victim to them people places. You don't even care. Yeah, we all hurting no matter where we at. That's a fact. That's a fact. The ghetto the same everywhere, bro. At least we going through the same struggles. You know what I mean? But, dudes gotta, man, I say, dudes be scared to just not be around people, bro. People be looking at me like, yo, I ain't going there. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna say this. Maybe you only get to where I'm as you get older. Because it was hard for me at 24, 23 to you say, yo, it's hot round. Them niggas got guns and yo, so and them beefing don't go around there. Like, shit, bro. My mentality with my little crew back then, shit, man, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Nigga better not think about playing with us. That's the mentality that I had, man. Like, nigga better not play with us, man. And shit, you know what I mean? Nigga played one night. You get what I'm saying? Like, it happens. That's why I tell dudes all the time, bro. Like, shit, it happens. That motherfucking streets ain't no motherfucking joke. And that's why anybody out there laughing and playing, bro, like, it ain't no motherfucking joke. And I don't get it fucked up, bro. I was laughing and playing out that motherfucker too, till I became a victim of all of the above. You know what I mean? Except for death. You know what I mean? The streets done put me on my motherfucking back in that hospital. The motherfucking streets done sent me to prison, man. The streets done took friends. Free streets done took family. The streets done got motherfuckers hooked on that shit, man. The streets done turned motherfuckers into snakes. The streets done turned niggas into killers. The streets done turned a motherfucking innocent child into a motherfucking, a goddamn Maryland's Most Wanted. Like, the streets is a terrible motherfucker. Yeah, you don't be wanting to let your niggas down, bro. And I'm gonna write a piece on that. And I think that's the biggest disease to man. It said my son is in good spirit and he knows things can change for him. I don't want to get church on here, but I believe in God and know sometimes in life God put us in a situation that we have no choice. Yeah. But you turn to him. Yeah, in any situations, no matter how hard we be, man, you want to hear the worstest person say the word God because, it's something that we never seen. It's something visual, but we see his work throughout the day. Now, I'm Muslim, so you know what I'm saying? It ain't going no, I'm at the age where as though it ain't going to church. It's just having a peace of mind because if you live to see a certain age or you live to be over 30 or over 40, over 50, you have a different conscience and you really appreciate God more than you appreciate him when you was younger because you didn't really have understanding of God. You just know God make miracles, God make happens, God do certain shit, but you just didn't really have no understanding. Yo, I think the same, some of these young niggas, some of these younger kids believe they Teflon. I saw AO LOL boys walking in all black this morning like that. It was the winter time. Yeah, what's good, Prophet? I don't think these kids think they Teflon Don. I think that when we speak about kids and we speak about people from the urban community, we forgot how we looked when we was younger. And that's one thing that I tell people all the time. How did I look when I was younger? You know what I'm saying? 8 in the morning, you know, you work, Rick, you going to work and you see a group of kids. And I just tell people all the time, I was that group of kid at one time. So I was like, damn, how was, you know, people looking at us? You know what I'm saying? When we was riding by, did they look at us, man? Hope them niggas get locked up. Hope them little niggas gonna get killed. Them little niggas go to jail. Or did they go call the police when you were just being kids? Like, you know, the wrecks closed at, you know, 6, 7 o'clock back then. You know, it was central air wasn't popular in houses like that when I was younger. We had air conditioners in the window, and you know, when we was kids, we ain't want to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about nobody else, but I always lived three houses from the corner. So in front of our house was the trap. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking real shit. Our house was the trap. It was no way to get around it because the open air drug market was right there where our house was at. People had to come right there to get their work, not on the porch per se, but right in front of the fucking house and maybe at the bottom of the step. That's just what it was. You get what I'm saying? That's just what it was. So, you know, with that being said, you just like, yo, when I came outside and, you know what I'm saying, you had to come outside, you the homies out there, got to go in a wrestling match with them fiends, you know what I mean, all this shit, and then you just get with your friends and you just want to be free. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, you know, but we we hung out, and I used to think that we were just having fun. We were bust people car windows. We were breaking cars. We would do things. And as I think about it, like, damn, we was borrowing them people shit for no reason. Hopefully they had insurance back then. But if I were to get arrested or something, I would just be like, bro, we really didn't mean no harm. I mean, we just thought it was cool to bust a couple windows. It's not like we went down the block and bust all the car windows, but we might have got 2 cars on our walk down on Halloween. We was deep as shit. So when I see these kids, I see myself and my friends 20 some years ago. You get what I'm saying? 30 years ago, whatever. And it'd be like, yo, I can't really knock nobody because if that older nigga would have killed me, I wouldn't be talking to y'all now. If the prisons would have, you know, the police would have caught me for everything that I did, I wouldn't be talking to y'all now. You get what I'm saying? If God wouldn't have spared my life as many times as he did, I wouldn't be talking to y'all now. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't. Man, I ain't laughing. I'm just, you know, it's a smile. It's just a smile of, I don't know how to explain it. Bro, I made it out. I ain't saying I made it out like I made it out being successful and I got this and that. Nah, I'm just saying I made it out, meaning that, you know, I ain't on parole and probation no more. You get what I'm saying? I don't wake up in the morning having to worry about the police department. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in that field where they cross my path. I don't even run into the police. I don't get pulled over. I don't get bothered because I'm not in the environment of where that goes on at. But at one time, that was just my home, bro. I lived 3 houses from the corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, you know, 4638 Ricestown Road, 3905 Fairview Avenue, 2807 Waldorf Avenue. You could look these addresses up. You think I'm joking? Look, Google right now, 4638 Ricestown Road. Just Google it right now. 3905 Fairview Avenue. They the houses I grew up in. And literally look, just do me that favor. Look. Those houses, it's 2 houses missing in the 4600 block of Ricestown Road. 6 house block, 6 houses on all 3-story houses, but our house was 4638, 3 houses from the corner. So every fucking thing, and it was directly across the street from the bar, the corner store, and the carryout in the field. So, and then up the street, literally 1 block from, like, we lived the Ricestown Road from Woodland to like I will say Wiley Avenue. Right there in that patch, we had 3 liquor stores. Like in a block radius. Like we had Black Satin was a bar you could sit in and drink the night out. That was a sporting joint and goods. The other little packages. So we had 3 bars We had I never thought about that till I'm talking about y'all. We had a corner, a drug infested corner. And before you could get out the neighborhood, left or right, if you walk down Rice's Town or walk up Rice's Town, you walk past the liquor store. Nevertheless, we lived across the street from the liquor store, but it was three liquor stores from right then and there. And then as soon as you get across Cold Spring Lane, it was another liquor store right there on the block. You get what I'm saying? And when you came out, back then, you come out your house, you go left or right on Town Road. It was an open air drug market till you fucking get to Mondawmin or wherever you go at, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in those environments, so you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't be a nigga to just lose a regular fight. And if dudes, you wanted to lose that fight and you wanted to lose that fight in the county and we wasn't going in the county because you had to worry about what dudes say. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes, in prison because they worried about what dudes say. There's a lot of dudes in prison because of that. There's a lot of dudes dead. There's a lot of dudes that's mentally fucked up because the ghetto made you fucked up. Your friends that you choose, your family members, it make you all fucked up and it makes you think that you supposed to be this way or a way. You get what I'm saying? And that ain't how it is. Yeah, you grew up in Cherry Hill, so how hard is that? Like, especially if you grew up in the projects, it's like, just imagine dudes that come from Cherry Hill. And if you ever been to Cherry Hill, you know what it is once you get inside the project or the housing development, bro. They don't see nothing. They don't see nothing unless they come outside their projects. Like it's nothing but a school right there, then a shopping center, which confined them people. So just imagine always saying that. Not saying that we don't know people that come from the urban community that wasn't strong enough to make it out, that didn't make it out, that was strong enough to walk past the drugs and was strong enough to walk past all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, probably so. You know what I mean? But it was like, yeah, so it was like 35. Yeah, yeah, I lived around Fairview for a long time and shit. My grandmother, she passed away many years ago. So, the house was gone for years. Well, I came home from prison and the house was gone. But yeah, just when Fairview and Chelsea was Fairview and Chelsea though. But that was the environment. So when you had to come from different, you had to walk through drugs, walk through all this shit, walk through your house and get in your house. And that was a safe haven, like my bedroom in the house. But once I brushed my teeth and got myself up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? It was a 24-hour drug shop. So you never not see the fiends. So it was easy to accustom to the hustle. It was just so easy to get into the hustle because it was like, it was mandatory. It wasn't that I ain't living on a script. You get what I'm saying? I left one script to travel to go to another script. You get what I'm saying? Yep, Fairview and Chelsea on the corner. So I left one script to go to another script. And that was Ricetown, Virginia, because that's where I grew up at. So it's like, and all the police was the same because it's Northwest Baltimore. So it's like, just imagine, you know what I'm saying? You grew up in Ricetown Road and you moved to Fairview and you just known in both areas. Like you just can't get enough of just that region, Northwest Baltimore. And so I caught like a lot of my charges of that, bro. Like, and it just was tough. I tell the dude, like, bro, I wanted to go to school, bro, sing, that, whatever the fuck I could do, bro. I wanted to be that kid. You know what I mean? I wanted to be that kid to have a good time, but life just didn't. After my grandmother passed in like 91, like, I was forced to be a man at 11, 12 years old. So, and I ain't talking about that super saiyan type man, but I was just had to force to not be a kid. You get what I'm saying? That's as sure as like just not focus on the shit at 12 years old the kids should be focused on. I mean, I played the game, I went to movies, I played lacrosse, I did shit, but outside of that shit, man, I had to go back at my house. You know what I'm saying? I had to face my reality of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Mama got 7 kids, father got 4 kids, grandmother passed away, staying with great grandma and great uncles. You know what I'm saying? Me and my big cousin, like, you just had to figure it out. Like, only thing you knew, like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. What I'm telling you is like the only thing that I actually knew straight up and down was to start working, because that was installed in me that nothing is free, nothing's gonna get handed to you. So just imagine being 11 and you just like, I gotta figure it out. And then by the time 12 came, what I'm saying, niggas was experiencing with drugs and trying to sell drugs, but that wasn't it because it was just too fast. You know what I mean? It was just like, trying to hustle at 12 was like too fast. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I was still kind of like immature, so that wasn't for me. And it took me just a little bit to just be around and hang in the streets and see what's going on to learn how to hustle. You know what I'm saying? So trying to hustle at 12 and then, just kind of like getting away from here and there, might hold some pills, might hold a gun. You just did what you did as a little nigga for niggas that was involved. And then, I think like 14, 15-ish. I mean, by 15, I was full time at that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's just to make a long story short. By the age, 12 to 15, I dipped and dabbed with the streets. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be an ROTC. I wanted to play lacrosse. I wanted to go to a good school. All that shit was just on my mind. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to make my mother, father, grandmother proud. But it was just like, man, shit, going in the ninth grade, and that summer going to the 10th grade, turning 15 that year, then going into the summer was just like, man, I found the new hustle. You know what I'm saying? 15, you know what I'm saying? Listen, this is what's going on. This is what we gotta do. We gotta get this money, you know what I'm saying? We gotta find out who doing this. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta figure it out. It ain't a game. So that's just how it was for me, you know what I'm saying? And then, my father was telling me the hustle and uncles was telling me the game and how to protect myself out there. So when I first jumped out there, nobody was knocking it. You get what I'm saying? And I can't tell you that my people was the type of people that wanted to piggyback off the money. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got a nephew that's hustling or a son that's hustling. If you need something, you're going to ask him. But no, nigga just started hustling, man. And then, the trials and tribulations of the first couple years in the game, dealing with no good motherfuckers who don't want to teach you the game. We just want to use you as an extra body, like a pawn on the chessboard. You just an extra body that could take the hit. When you take the hit, you can take the hit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's not caring. Nobody's not worrying about you when you take the hit. You get what I'm saying? When you the pawn, they worrying about the most precious piece, the queen. So I just knew, like, after going through years of that shit, niggas getting over you not trying to show you the game. Then when I finally probably like being in that shit since 15, like I probably like figured it out. Like I figured out the hustle at probably like 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? Going through all the bullshit. Like was getting my own shit at 16, 17, but I couldn't maintain it. I work up and get an ounce, you know what I mean, bag up, whatever, flip it a couple times, fuck the money up, so I couldn't maintain. But when I finally understood how to maintain, how important the re-up money was, ran up, that shit helped me advance. It helped me advance in a few situations in the streets, but the streets is just so cold, bro. It's just so cold. At least when I was hustling in my 20s, like the police was really policing. They were dirty. You get knocked off. You do you know what I'm saying? You do everything, bro. Like you do that shit, bro. It's like it's everything. Yeah, you definitely start a podcast. We all got a story to tell. Let's run this shit. But it's just the shit. And then I escaped a lot of shit as a juvenile. I used to get locked up as a juvenile, but I never really got committed as a juvenile. And I used to think that I was infamous. I used to think that I beat everything. I used to think they couldn't catch me. But I look young for my age now, so I imagine, being 15, 16, I got away with the juvenile shit till they really knew that I was 20, 19. You know what I'm saying? But man, it took me for a loop, bro. Like I had some money a couple times, not no ghost on power money, not no freeway Ricky Ross money, cause we ain't even never know niggas like that. But just getting the ghetto money, you know what I'm saying? 10,000, 20,000, you know what I'm saying? Maybe had almost saved up a buck before, shit like that. But other than that, man, it ain't it don't last. You get what I'm saying? It don't last. And I don't knock no hustlers. I seen hustlers be successful, get properties, get cars, do a lot of shit. Me personally, I never could get that shit and hold that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold it to, I'll put it like this. When I got it, I never had a plan. Let me say that I never had a plan. My plan was what every hustler did, bro. I'm gonna save $1 million up and get out the game and live heavily ever after. I'm gonna save $1 million up. My wardrobe gonna be like that. I'm gonna have a couple cars, a couple bitches, and the homies gonna be straight. That was the mentality. But so when you hustling, saying you gonna get $1 million and everybody gonna be straight, you hustling without a destination, and that's what 90% of the hustlers outside today are doing, bro. They hustling without no destination. How I know I did. Yeah, you were just fortunate enough not to get caught, and that's a good thing. So that lets you know where your IQ at. It's like that. Off of every, I tell dudes, it's like out of every 10 dudes jump off a porch, it's probably like 2 dudes that escape it, and they might have been with murders, robberies, and everything. They just don't get caught. You get what I'm saying? It's just there's some people out here. I'm not afraid to say this. Some people out here that just don't get caught. That it just ain't meant for you to be in handcuffs. That's just ain't what God got for you. But that's what I learned out the shit, bro. And like I said, man, it took me to catch 14 years in prison to learn how to be my own man. You know what I'm saying? In certain essence, dudes might be like, yo, fine, I'm always been stand up, he's on my man. He always been his own man. But I could tell you, nah, I really wasn't. I might have made decisions amongst the pack that the pack agreed on decision I made. But trust me, I was just as nervous as y'all niggas. I was just as scared. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say the wrong thing either, even though that wrong thing that I could have saved lives, I could have saved us. You know what I'm saying? But I was one for all for one. Like, ain't nobody bigger than the crew. The crew say that's what we doing, that's what we doing. Until I realized, you know what I'm saying, you get put in this situation and you can't be mad about it. The crew still fucking bitches, the crew still getting money, the crew still doing whatever. You behind the door, or you shot up in the hospital, you in a wheelchair, life goes on. That's one of the biggest things you gotta realize too. Just because you stop the game doesn't mean that this fast offense is not going. Just because you consider yourself not a street guy no more, don't mean the streets don't exist. Just because you get locked up, my nigga, don't mean we not still fucking bitches getting money, catching bodies and catching charges and shit, bro. The world don't stop because your world stopped. And that's a fucking harsh reality to hit you in the street because you be like, damn, yo. I can't be mad at niggas. They should send me money. That's the protocol. We should be tight enough to do this, but the street's so hot and shit so fucked up. Back then it was like, nigga liable to be in here with you, or you should just be caught enough time to make sure the homies survive because you know that you're in jail. You know the why you went to jail and how you went to jail, bro. And every time we went to jail, it wasn't about stupidity. Stupidity was involved a lot, but it was just undercover corruption, crooked cops, and us not knowing the law and shit. So a lot of charges I shouldn't have caught. A lot of convictions that shouldn't have been convictions. But when you don't know the law and you paying another Jew to go talk to another Jew, bro, that's just how it is. You know what I mean? So I just, you just take your time, man, and just stay focused, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, man, just put something on your mind and don't be afraid to separate yourself, bro. You know what I mean? I still deal with it today, and I've been out the streets for a minute. So I still deal with it today. Like, you miss your environment because that's all we know. But at the end of the day, once you realize that shit ain't no good for you and you could do without it because you spent so long in it, that's where I'm at. These like, yo, why you don't come around? Why you don't do this? Yo, bro, I'm not beefing with nobody. I don't fear to come around, bro. But I'm trying to do something that I never did, like trying to make it with this podcast shit, bro. Like, I spent so many times in the streets and so much time doing nothing. Now that I'm older, I'm just putting my time in something, whether it work or don't work. It's just something that I wanted to do with no strings attached. Something that I wanted to do that can't get me killed, can't get me locked up, can't have me beefing with a bunch of niggas, bro. It's just something that I want to do that's positive. Maybe I'll be great, maybe I won't be great, but I'm giving this shit a try. You get what I'm saying? This ain't a brick of coke. This ain't a brick of dope. This ain't no pounds of weed. This ain't no chop. But this ain't no murder for hire plot. This ain't none of that, bro. I'm just trying to do something different, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to have something. I want to try. I want to see different things. I want to hang around with different people. You know what I'm saying? I want to smell that money, that real money. You know what I'm saying? I want to pop. I want to have a checkbook. You know what I'm saying? I want to add certain shit, and then that lingo start being different to the homies. Like, especially if the homies ain't there yet. They, what the fuck? This nigga talking about he want to be a podcast. Fuck, you think you know it, them nigga? We gotta do what we gotta do, yo. We gotta get this money first, and then you could do the podcast. But right now, man, we gotta throw bricks at the penitentiary and dig dirt for our coffin. You cannot stop and leave all of this shit that we got, this death and prison shit, to go try to be something great, bro. Let's think that we could get straight out of death and prison and then go try your dreams. Don't get caught up in that hype, man. Don't get caught up in the hype, because you be sitting in jail or you be in that coffin, you know what I'm saying, wishing shoulda, coulda, woulda. So, you know what I mean? A lot of us don't get a chance to change, bro. A lot of us don't get a chance to change, bro. But if you get a chance to change, bro, because I'm telling you, it's cheaper, it lasts longer, and you make out better. I promise you, bro, you're gonna make out better. You can run around good women. You're gonna have your time where you can flash 10, 20,000, but it's gonna be legit, it's gonna be yours, bro. You know what I'm saying? To take your time. I mean, I don't know your day. I don't know what a law gonna do. I don't know. I'm not a psychic. I'm not Cleo, but I'm telling you is, hey, you can start now or you can start later. Just long as you got time to do it, then you could do it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got time to do it, you won't be living to tell us, you get what I'm saying, that you ain't have enough time to do it. And we can see that because you won't be here. But like I said, man, the first key to it is stop worrying about what people say, bro. Don't worry about what people say, how they might feel about you, how they might look at you. When you take that fear out, you know what I mean? Yeah, she got a story to tell, a vicious story to tell. She need to write. You need to come on the podcast. I need to send you a link to the live. But again, bro, once you get out of that phase of caring about what people think, bro, that's a huge step into the right path. That's one of the biggest steps. Stop caring about what people say, bro. And, you know, I remember just living in the hood and just, you know, just being there every day. I should be like, man, I just wish I ain't live right here. That was my biggest. I just wish I ain't live right here. So when I got a girlfriend, you know, that kind of stayed off the set, I kind of was like over her shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't live too far from grandma's shit. So her grandmother ain't live too far from my grandmother, but just her environment, it wasn't even that far, maybe a block or two away, but her environment was nothing like my environment, just 2 blocks away. My environment was treacherous. Her environment had nothing to do with that shit. So I'll go there and get a peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it always been, bro. You get what I'm saying? I always, you know, I love the ghetto. I love the streets, you know what I'm saying? That's my first love. I tell anybody that my law is good women because I love that motherfucking bitch you call the streets more than anything in the world. You get what I'm saying? When the streets started cheating on me, man, and just start showing me, man, that she's a cold-blooded slut, man, I learned to keep my dick in my pants. You feel me? That's the best way I can tell a nigga, man. I learned to keep my dick in my pants, man, when I realized how bad that motherfucking streets are burning, motherfucker. That's a dirty whore, boy. She'd make you feel like you the king of the world. The streets will make you feel like you on fire like a match and a cigarette. It could give you power. It can give you power, bro. You know what I'm saying? It give you power. It ain't nothing wrong with road running and partying in your 20s. You just gotta know when you gotta park the car and it's Monday. Ain't no parties on Monday. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that, young brother. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to ever not living your truth or feel as though you got to beat yourself up because you're young. You know what I'm saying? You just got to say, man, shit, I'm young. I'm having fun. I'm doing my thing. But I could take some of this older advice and probably last longer and advance in life because, you know, just because an older guy don't have no money or don't have the success, he got the knowledge that could help you not be in his situation. So you should want that. You know what I'm saying? You should want that, and you gonna have different, bro. You gonna have different because all you gotta do is move forward. Like I said, I faced a lot of that shit, and I say it's not easy. It's not easy at all, bro. It is not easy at all to try to conquer your fears, and one of the biggest fears is, you know, not being a yes man. You get what I'm saying? Not being a yes man to your friends and your family of negativity. You get what I'm saying? You just can't do it. It's hard, but it's fair. But like I said, my famous saying, you will see it on all my posts, is fast soul life worldwide. Work hard for it. Execution, no excuses, never give up, push it to the limit. That's just simple. Now, man, work hard for it. Execution, no excuses, work hard for it, push it to the limit, never give up. You know what I'm saying? That's just my motto. But the first step to that shit is not being afraid to what the people saying when you make your decision. You know what I'm saying? If you're not worrying about what people saying when you make your decision, that's it. That's all, man. You can't. You'll be more at ease. I promise you, bro. You'll be more at ease when you don't worry about what the people say, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, get into the comment box right now, bro. Leave a comment. Hey, I'm on my way to 4,000 trying to get to 5K. So I don't know, YouTube is playing with my likes. I mean, they playing with stuff. I don't know, shout out to YouTube for allowing me to use their platform to put out my content. Hopefully it all pay off one day. But hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. We on our way to 5K. We trying to tap in. We got to get to the 4 first. So, man, so give me all 4K, man. More content. But I'm going to tell you what I'm really about to do. I'm really about to just put my man on, man. Put my man Keeping It a G on. See what he got to do, man. Because 11 o'clock hour, that's when he roll in. You know what I mean? But I just want to listen to what bro got. Bro always got some good shit. So, this is the hour. It's my girl, B-Day. I'm going to go kick it with her. She ain't really feeling this B-Day shit. But I'm going to go get my man Keeping It a G about 30, 40 minutes of my time, man. Tap into his channel, see what he tapping in. But, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm, so I need people to tap into my channel. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Follow me. Follow me on all social media platforms, RAWDOPE podcast on Instagram. It's Ham Fatso, or what is it? Ham English on Facebook. Fatso, FATTSOH. That's my page too, man. But if you look up that Raw Dope, everything should be in the suggestions. Go to the Raw Dope channel. Help us out, bro. We trying to run the numbers up, man. We tapping there. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope podcast. Bro said I'm 44. I'm 44. The thing is my Hold up. Hold up, bro. I was outro. I'm 44. The thing is, no one guiding me, and it's worse these days. Old heads. Oh, man, what my brother say? He said, God in the youth because they didn't make anything out of their life. I'm 45, man. We gonna get into that another time, man. Just tap in to that. We gonna get into that because I got a lot I want to share. You get what I'm saying? I might ride for a couple minutes. Our age. So if you 44, you born in 1980. I was born in 1979. So our age group is the descendants of the civil rights movement. Original Bad Guy, what's good? So you got to remember that when you born in between 78 to 82, 1982. So if you was born from 78 to 1982, right? We have a certain we have a certain way that we do things and we handle things. So we're the descendants of people that dealt with the civil rights movement coming out of the 60s and the 50s. So, our parents are more... Oh, thank you.
It was up there all this time.
All right, what is it?
I was talking to Angie.
What is it?
A crab cake sandwich and fries.
Okay. So...
I got some Greek salad.
Oh, so, yeah, see, on my desk, I got pictures and stuff like that. That's what keep me motivated. You see everything around in the garage and everything that I'm doing, but, when I'm looking at the wall, I'm looking at that type shit. So, the descendants, we the descendants from the 50s and the 60s. Us that was born between, 78 and 80, 82, you know what I mean? Because we still fall in this relevant generation. So we was raised up the old fashioned way, kind of, sort of, still get a job, work 25 years, pay your house off with the 30-year mortgage loan. We them babies. Where you supposed to get a job, we the people that's supposed to have the job and get the social security benefits, the last of the social security benefits, and pay for our house for 30 years. We were supposed to buy the house back in the early 2000s, had 24 years in the house where everything gone bad on this house. We out of that area. The OGs, the OGs, you know, didn't have the knowledge that we have as being OGs now. Because if the OGs were buying houses and flipping houses and into certain shit, I'm not saying no. So for all y'all trollers, I'm not saying that no OGs never had houses, never had stores, and never did that. I'm saying the majority of the OGs were just sitting on a bunch of money and this and that. So the OGs wasn't buying houses, the OGs wasn't buying cars, the ones that we were used to saying to every day. So it was a generation of we come out of that generation of that working mentality to lead into the crack and the heroin epidemic. So when we get in the game, bro, we lost that southern hospitality, meaning that we lost that characteristics of a parent, parents, and like, because a lot of us that's 40 and over, had grandparents, or we're that era that had grandparents. You understand what I'm saying? We're that era that had grandparents, so a lot of us grew up without grandparents. You get what I'm saying? Now we at the era where the grandparents we're the grandparents at our age. You know what I mean? For those that have kids that old, I don't. But we're the grandparents. You know what I mean? Our grandparents came off of Marvin Gaye and Al Green and the Temptations. The grandparents of the day is coming off the crack and the heroin era. Our grandparents ain't go through that. That's the difference in the culture. Our grandparents want us to get a job, buy property, have good credit, and just live, because that was the system that they fought for. Our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, they fought for us to be able to buy a house, work 30 years on a job, and get your pension. That's what they fought for. Us, the new grandparents, we came up in the 80s. Hip hop's been here 51 years. We came up out of hip hop. Crack has only been here almost 40 years. You get what I'm saying? Certain shit just been here. Just pay attention. Pay attention to everything that's developed in the last 50 years. And we not even 50 yet. You know what I mean? So that people that was over, like my mama and them age and shit like that, like 60 and over, you know what I'm saying? They still old fashioned. They still have the morals and principles. We got too much weird shit going on. Like, because the OGs jumped off the porch. Our OGs jumped off the porch with that man. Our OGs jumped off the porch with that mentality of they are hustling because they don't want to work. That was our OGs, because their fathers taught them, the niggas 50s and 60s. Their fathers taught them how to work and how to get that pension. They ain't want to do that. They ain't want to do that. So they jumped off the porch with us being the little niggas coming up in the crack era, coming up with that shit, catching the charges and doing this shit. So the OGs ain't no shit, because their OGs were buying houses, taking out 30-year mortgages, and having car notes and working in the plants. So those OGs that taught our OGs, they wasn't doing shit. Now we're the OGs that's, flipping real estate. We're the OGs that's doing podcasts. We're the OGs that's doing certain different shit. But at the same time, our OGs didn't have the internet to fight against. Us as OGs, we fighting against the internet. You know what I mean? We fighting against the government hitting narrative. This is a big ass crab cake. If you're not from Maryland, I gotta take a bite off of this. Check out this crab cake. If you're not from, and I gotta tell you one thing, Bismillah. I don't even want to do the podcast anymore. You cannot. You cannot be from Baltimore or Maryland or DC or Virginia and not like crabs. I have to go again. One more time, yo. One more time. One more time. Look at this. Look at that joint, boy. Look at that joint, boy. Look at that joint, boy. Bismillah. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're from Maryland, look, yo. That's the crab meat falling. No. That joint is delicious. What's this here? Slaw? I like that slaw too. Oh, this tartar sauce. I'm a weirdo. I put tartar sauce on the fry. Tastes good to me. God almighty, boy. It's too late for the big fella to be eating, but she got these crab cakes from a special place. A little special, special place, a special aisle. They supposed to have some real good. They have crab cakes and they have lamb chops. Oxtails. You know me, I love them oxtails. Y'all feeling me? I know y'all is, man. That's what I'm saying, young boy. I'm blessed, man. Y'all bring me some food. I'm eating the crab cake. I'm in my space. What more can a man ask for, bro? Man can't be so greedy. You know, man. I got a lot of homeboys that's dead, incarcerated. They love crab cakes. You know what I mean? They love crab cakes. I want to eat them. I do too. Look. Look. Oh yeah? That's God. You right, done. Yeah. It's all crab, bro. God, man. God of mine. God of mine. Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Comes in a nice container too. Yo. Man, I messed it up. I put that tomato in. Gotta put that tomato in you. But man, if y'all rocking out with me, man, I give y'all another story. Some y'all rocking out with me, put in the comment box now. We rocking out with you. There's 8 people in there. As long as I got somebody looking at the screen, I'm gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? I want to get over to my man keeping it a G. But I can give y'all 20 more minutes. I can give y'all 20 more minutes. If y'all want me here, Faham in the chat, you know what I mean? I want to be there for y'all. Let me go run right here to the bathroom. Good God Almighty, that crab meat was so big, bro. I was dropping crab on the floor. I do the veggie dance. 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 Do the veggie dance. Oh man, my people still in here. I'm rocking out with y'all. You know, man, I'm rocking out with y'all. You know, I ain't hit the elder rim in a while. Share this video. I'm rocking out with y'all. Yeah, baby, I'm rocking out with y'all. Thank you. Thank you. And anybody ever asks, man, so, you know, just living 3 houses from the corner, like I said, and having the mentality to speak up kept me a long way, man. A lot of younger guys from my town, a lot of young guys from my neighborhood showed me a lot of love and respect. And that ain't come from no bodies. That ain't come from having no bunch of money. That ain't come from none of that, bro. That's just come from being a stand-up guy. Older dudes used to play games when I was little. And I told myself, once I get in position to be like an OG, somewhere Candace got that joint, cuz. She tweeted. The day of birthday, so a nigga might have brought it for her. It was her birthday. She went out here and talked about she was going in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah, so you know what I mean. So I don't know where she got it from, but I'm just happy. I'm just happy nigga sent her back with something for me, man. That's it. You feel me? I just go see this and cuss me out, but hey, it's how it is sometimes. You know, I done had a girl tell me, I don't know, yo, bro. I gotta get in this one wild story for y'all, cause I ain't gonna hold y'all up, cause I gotta get over there to keeping it a G. But I have one wild story, right? It's a wild story. So I'm minding my business one time, man. I'm feeling myself, man. I got a cocaine white Cadillac, man. TVs in it, everything. Man, I'm dressed up, man. You know, my favorite cologne on or whatever. A few $1,000s in my pocket. So, man, I see it's one thing about a black woman, dark-skinned chick from the ghetto. You know, they got that walk. They got that walk. You know what I'm saying? That walk, that booty walk. It's that booty meat. So, you know what I mean? You know me, I'm mobbing like I'm mobbing. Me and my man, Scurvy Werby, heard we in the car. So I said, Jesus, Earl. And we went to get some weed from down this little weed strip. I said, Jesus, I seen her. I said, I spent their car, man. I said, good God Almighty. I said, I'm a fat nigga, man. You know, I'm a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, you know, I'm going to try my hand. That's me. I'm a fat nigga, fat boy. I'm going to try my hand. I learned from the best. Yo say, damn, we sprint the bed. Man, I dropped the window. Hey, how you doing, miss? She like, oh, I don't. She like straight up, you know, a dark-skinned chick. She gonna talk that gangster shit. So I don't be talking to nobody in no car. So I'm like, shit. I tell her like, you know, I said, you know, I come back with a little game. I said, shit, I don't be talking to nobody that live around here. I'm about to hop on my car right here. Like, it's the weed script. I don't know what these boys into. I don't know what I done to somebody. You know what I mean? She found that funny, and she said, I'm on my way to the store, so, you know, pull up the block. It was a store, you know, dudes out there, but it was a little bit more better than what she was one of them girls. She lived in the heart of things. So boom, I pull out, boom, jump out, get a number and shit. Whatever she was getting from the store, it was about $17. You know, I did the gentleman thing and I paid for it, $17, whatever they just called me. So, no, she called me a couple times. You know, we laugh, we joke, boom. So you know how it go. You know, it's a little busted baby. So it's like 2 weeks go by, whatever. I'm saying, in the mix of me getting her number, I talked to her like 5 times. It was a couple times we supposed to link up. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to link up and whatever. Within the 5 conversations in the 2 weeks time, we supposed to link up. But one time it was my fault, one time it was her fault. True story. So after me talking to her like 5 times in a 2 week span and shit, you feel me? I really fell back. I fell back and shit. Like, man, I missed her. One time she was trying to link with me, I missed her. One time she was trying to, you know, I was trying to link with her, I missed her. But when I tried to link with her and missed her, I was mad about that shit. So I'm like, man, she can get rid of my number. So he said, true shit. So I ain't talked to her in a minute, bro. I swear to God, we only had, it's on God, we had a 2 week relationship. I called her like 5 times. Just been like the 5 times I called her on those days within the 2 weeks, we might have talked 2-3 times that day. You know what I'm saying? We was always supposed to link up. She was cool as shit, good conversation. Boom. Man, I'm in a house laid up with my motherfucking girl. Boom. So, you know, I saw her the phone ringing, but it's like, I think I gave her the trap number and shit. So it's a trap phone. I gave her the trap number, whatever. She's like, hello? I'm like, hello? I like, first thing, soon as I answer the phone, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It's like 11, it's a winter time. So if in the winter time, it's like, shit, January. So, you know, the phone ring at 11:30 January in the winter time, it ain't no play. Like, it's just thinking it's a play, but it's her. Like, hello? She like, you know what I'm saying? She like, hello? She like, fine. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, everything all right? That's like, what the fuck? What am I the lucky guy? Yo, this motherfucking woman, yo, says to me, what's up, yo? How you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm all right. What's up with you? So she was like, yeah, yo, we ain't never linked and shit. I'm like, we didn't, but we ain't gonna link tonight and shit. I'm in the house with my girl. That's straight what I tell them, because that's what you tell the freaks. You ain't got to play with no freaks. You what the fuck? I ain't got to lie to no freak. Man, I got a girl. Like, you know what's up. You just had them shorts on, or whatever you had on, whatever you in pants, or whatever you had on, like, whatever I saw you in, it just made me just had to get your number. And I was just thinking with my dick, so, and it didn't happen, so I don't really care. I'm not saying this, but I'm just talking to her, like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? She's like, yo, I got to ask you a big favor. She said, yo, I got to ask you a big favor. And I returned the favor. So I said, shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm ghetto up at the time. So I'm like, what the fuck this bitch about to ask for like $100 or some shit? It's like 11:30 on a fucking Wednesday. It's like, she's about to ask for $11. She's about to ask for whatever. I'm just thinking she's about to ask me for whatever, what the bros asked for. 100 or 2. She said, can you loan me the money to bail my boyfriend out and I'll give it back to you? Yo, I had to laugh, yo. I bust out laughing. My girl, like, what the fuck did you tripping off of? Straight true story. My girl, like, what did you tripping off of? I said nothing. Man, I went to my fucking kitchen. I said, shorty, I got to give you your credit. I said, yo, I got to give you your props, yo, because I said, yo, that's exactly what I told her. And I told her, no, for one, now I ain't going to be able to do it. I don't got it. You feel me? Because I ain't never cracked her nothing. If I'd have probably cracked her or something, then I probably would have been like, shit, yo, I'll give you a couple of hours. I'll catch you in the morning. I ain't tripping. Get your boyfriend out. That's what you supposed to do. So she says to me, so she's like, yo, real, but she knew I had it, though, because of how, you know what I mean? I said, no, I can't do that, shorty. What the fuck I look like? But she was like, no, I'm not trying to say it like that. Yo, you cool as shit. We used to rap on the phone. Y'all knew me and you was going to link. I'm just saying, yo, you in a fucked up situation. I got this amount of money already. I'm trying to get. I told her, I said, I ain't going to be able to do it, but I'm telling you, tell that nigga when he get out to call me because he got a real one on this in his corner. Like, I want a girl that's willing to go and ask a nigga for some money to bail me out of jail. I said, yo, either I looked this sweet, well, she thought that the fat nigga was just sweet, And I'm saying, listen, bro. If I wasn't, this is back in the day too. This, by the way, for anybody get the screenshot and trolls and try to send it to my girl. Like, listen, man, this is back in the day, man. I'm not even with the same woman, but this is back in like 2013. I'm thinking 2013, 2014 ish, but it was back then and shit. So, man, I hung the phone up. I mean, after that, she was like, all right, thanks anyway. It wasn't even no disrespectful phone call. It's like, when I bust out laughing, she laughed too, because it was like weird as fuck. But I'm like, yo, I gotta give you props. Like, keep it real with you. I kind of was attracted to her a little bit. To be 100 with you, I was, bro. I was kind of attracted to her a little bit, because I'm like, dang. Like, I was thinking about it, yo. I was in the bed with my girl, like, damn, yo, shorty. And I was in the streets back then too, so I'm like, yo, shorty. Yo, shorty called another nigga for her nigga to get out of jail. I had to ask her, though, how much was this bail? You know what I mean? I had to ask her, how much is this bail? It's like 30,000 or something. Boy needed like a stack to get out. Shorty had like 400. She was just screaming about what she can get for a nigga. I just wasn't gonna be part of the street. Yo, say what? You said what? You'll say she smoked some boat, didn't she? Nah, I ain't smoked no boat. I don't fuck with that. She probably smoked some boat. I don't know what she was smoking. She wasn't smoking no boat, yo. She was fat as a motherfucker, to keep it real with you. But it was just that she just was like, I forgot her name. I think it was Cupcake. Be real shit. What was if I gotta ask my man her, like it was just so many like back then, like we was just running across so many chicks on a random, because I'm one of these type of dudes back then when I was single. I really don't care, bro. I'm just one of these dudes. I'm always smoking. Back when I was outside, I'm in my car, I'm blowing. And fuck, bro. Like, I'm just not a scared nigga. I'm just not scared, bro. I got to say something, bro. You know what I mean? My girl would tell you, nah, I got to say something. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. I like your outfit. Like, you what the fuck, bro? Niggas. I'm out of that era. I'm out of that era, boy. You had to say something to the chicks. Now, so I'm out of that era. Chicks used to get smart, so you just say something to the chicks. Yeah, bro, you gotta be like that, bro. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. Let's talk about that. That's what's fucked up. Dudes are so crazy out here. I go to clubs and shit. I go to parties. You know, I'm a podcaster, so in my city, Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? I got a little teeny bit of motion, but I'm out. I be like, yo, niggas be in this section, bro. In this section, niggas be having the bottles coming, but don't be no bitches. I don't understand that, bro. I couldn't tell you nothing in life, bro. How the fuck you niggas in a section with bros, bro? I ain't out that mob. I ain't out that mob, yo. Real shit, bro. I ain't out that mob, so I got to say something. I don't even got to get choose. I'm not telling you I'm the nigga that's getting choose, and no, I'm not, bro. I'm not the nigga that's getting choose. You feel me? All the time. I'm gonna get chose. I'm gonna take one for the team. I mean, y'all niggas different from me, bro. I'm I'm in the rotation. You know, it was something about the homies that taught me. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But to get into it, NBA YoungBoy pleaded guilty and received 27 months. Is gonna receive 27 months and 5 years probation, which makes sense to me in the feds. But YoungBoy, on the tip that I will honestly say, that YoungBoy was locked up on that Louisiana gun case for a minute. So I think YoungBoy got some type of credit. You know what I mean? Time served because of the California case, which held him up in Louisiana. So I think Young Boy was in jail. So if they add the time that he been locked up and the time that he already served, I think Young Boy should have a little over a year in. So, you know what I'm saying? By this time next year, we should see Young Boy. Young Boy should be in the halfway house, on his way to the halfway house. Like, Young Boy ain't going to go through but so much. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna go through with so much, yo. So that's what I'm on. You know what I mean? That's it. You know, NBA YoungBoy, he got caught up in that. You know, but and I'm happy young boy ain't getting a whole bunch of time and do shit like that. I hope all this shit consolidated. They know they fuck young boy. Yo, Shorty was going crazy. So when young boy get out this time, he probably had to go do the. Well, he ain't got that much. He got 27 months, so I don't think he has enough time to actually do the drug program. But young boy get in there, write some music. He'll be in the halfway because you got to do like 6 months in the halfway house when you get federal time. So shit, if NBA young boy got any of that old time counted, he's been locked up 3-4 months. I think it was still cold when young boy got locked up. So how long young boy locked up? Anybody? Let me go right here. Let me go right here, bro. I got the computer in front of me. How long has NBA young boy, NBA young boy been locked up? NBA. Hold up, I'm about to tell y'all right now. How long has NBA young boy been locked up? No. Okay. I need to go to Google. Hold up, bro. I don't want to close my YouTube. Oh, here it is. I can close my studios. All right, there it is. Hold up, y'all. How long has NBA young boy been incarcerated? Okay. Put the music career on limbo. The controversial rapper has been living in Utah for the last 2 years on house arrest and awaits federal firearm case in Louisiana. That's old. That's old. NBA young boy, NBA young boy, NBA young boy, NBA young boy, NBA young boy arrested 2024. Louisiana resident in the jails, court date. You gotta thumb through so much shit to go get through that shit. I think 66. I don't know if anybody in the chat can find it, bro. Like, cause when I do this, is pulling up with something. How long he's been gonna say on this? Okay, so NBA YoungBoy has been locked up at least 5 months. That what you say? NBA YoungBoy has been locked up. I hope he gets a halfway house time. Yeah, he gonna get the halfway house in the feds, bro. That's for sure, sis. He gonna get the halfway house in the towns of feds. That's why I say the good thing about my man NBA YoungBoy is that he you gotta think before he got out on the box and was on the box for 2 years, he was locked up for a while. So I think all that time is going to play a part. He's been locked up like 5 months already, going on 6 months, and then he was already in jail for like 9 or 10 months before that. So if they give him all the time and credit it for NBA YoungBoy should be walking right out of that federal. He should go after he get his sentence and get everything, and after he go through the BOP, he should be sent to like a prison and see the case manager, and then once he see the case manager, go straight back to the halfway house in Utah. You get what I'm saying? And he get to doing what he gotta do. You know, I was just watching an interview about his barber. My man, I'm gonna just show y'all, right? I'm gonna just show y'all how real content creators do. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me show y'all what up. See that? See that? That's real with me, bro. I can't put the volume on it to get no YouTube bangings and whatchamacallit, but on some man shit, I got my mind on the computer. That's what you do. I got my mind on the computer, so I ain't lying to y'all. A lot of dudes be faking. When I get off of my live, I'm jumping on bro live. You know what I mean? I like that. Y'all want to see the top? Y'all want to see my wall? Oh, that's the demon right there. Yeah, that's Billie Holiday. You feel me? You know I got that black stuff. So when I look, I had to have the culture. And then there's a Fred. You know what I mean? So look, so y'all can see. Move that away. So y'all can see. I like to show people. Frederick Douglass Classroom. Yeah, that's how we do, bro. That's how we do. That's real nigga shit, right? Like, you can't make this shit up, Brody. Yo, bro, I can't make this shit up. That's real. You feel what I'm saying? That's real to me. You know what I'm saying? Put bro on the computer. I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? I'm not a hater at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and bro give each other game. And you know what I mean? That's my man. That's my podcast, bro. That's my homeboy. We out of the same city. We got the same mission, man, to run this YouTube shit up and get a bag and get some endorsements and get some sponsors. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that got bro shit at 15K. I'm proud of bro. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. But yeah. But like I said, man, NBA young boy, man, he on his way, man. He on his way. And I NBA young boy, man. Yeah, bro, I'm a big part of that support thing, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting the Next Man channel. Bro was on my shit till he went on at 11. I've been on since 9:21. Bro came on at 11, so by him just getting on, he been on an hour. But like I said, I'm going to give him some bump right here, giving him his, us as YouTubers, I'm giving him his watch time. You know what I mean? I definitely want to hear what bro talking about, but I'm giving him his watch time. That's just what I do. Giving my man his watch time. That's what I do. And he wouldn't strike my card tip. But that's it. That's what I'm saying. But I gotta tell him this, man. I'm on his channel. Tap in to my channel. That's how we keep it lit. If anybody share this video, if you in this chat, if you ain't, man, I'm trying to get to 4K, man. Anybody that's in this chat that fuck with Raw Dope Podcast, man, follow me on Instagram or follow you back. Right now, I don't know who followed me, but I'm going, yeah.